Hello everyone, welcome to the Lost Harbor.
Shut the fuck up.
We have like 5 Nights at Freddy's.
No! Welcome everybody to the Lost Harbor. I am the DM and your host, Nitsify. We have some co-hosts here. I feel at this point I can't really call you temporary players because who knows how long you guys are going to be here at this point. Let's be completely honest. We have Mollis, aka Acrid.
Alright.
We have Chrono, aka Tic Tac Dylan.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lost Harbor podcast. Today, I'm joined by my.
One day I'm gonna grab a hammer and I'm gonna drop it on your head. We have Usagi. We have Usagi. I know. We have Usagi, aka Box and a Frog, aka Bizarre Man, aka Reed.
I have many names.
He does have many names. We have Ublex, aka Toasted Ghost, aka Issa.
What's up?
Yeah. For just a quick little reminder and little backtrack for anybody who may have forgotten what happened in the last session. If you weren't here for the last session, go watch it. I'll fight you. This is a threat. In the last episode, in the last session, they fought the Blink Pirates. And Mollis almost died and Chrono almost died. So that was a thing. They did eventually retreat while leaving some final last words. Completely just teleporting himself, aka the Captain Halimar Rostina, and his entire crew, completely just out. Just away from the island. Besides that, they had a party, got to get to know each other a little bit more. The dwarf broke out, once again.
Yeah, that guy.
Usagi, being the man that he is, the tiny little rabbit, set up a trap for one of his dear friends, his thief friend. May have possibly made a deal with her, so she may or may not show up at the ship if she cannot find another ship that she can sail with. Besides that, Ublex continued to try and learn more about cooking from a dear little kitsune that she broke into the house of, Miko, and in the process, I think tried to Riz. Question mark.
Ublex is still very curious.
And Chrono got to have a little bit of a meltdown.
Yeah.
That being said, we're hopping straight back into it. It is after the party. I want to mention, I asked everybody in DMs what time people like to wake up. And weirdly enough, the first person that would actually wake up from what I get with Ublex at 3 a.m.
Oh, 3 a.m.
So, what are you doing at 3 a.m., buddy?
Rise and grind. I am baking bread.
Baking bread. Okay, yeah. You know what? Roll me performance check.
Specifically, I'm making a brioche bread. So I can make delicious French toast in the morning. Thick ass, juicy slices.
Hell yeah. Later on, you'll have to worry about rations. That is something that you, the chef, will need to worry about in the kitchen. But, for now, because you are at the island, and I'm going to be honest, the islanders will have definitely given you guys food because of what you guys have done for them. You don't need to worry about it for now.
The way that I rolled a 12?
Damn. You rolled a 12? Chief. Oh yeah, I forgot to boot up roll 20. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm the DM.
Brother.
Dude, I'm the best DM you'll ever meet. I swear to
Wow.
hell.
Wow. Imagine being the DM for your own podcast and you forgot to bring up like the most helpful D&D website.
Sir,
recording.
I have 17 tabs open, and that's on one browser. I'm not even counting the other browser. I've got a lot to manage here, okay, Chief?
I'm trying to find the Roll20 join thing.
Oh, man. Also put a screen share so you guys can hear music if you wish. But yes. So yeah, with that 12, like, you can bake some bread. It just won't be anything crazy. If you got underneath if you got a 10 or under, it would have been bad. It would have been bad bread. If you got a nat 20, if you got a 19 or a 20, you will be able to get inspiration from eating that said bread. But it's just normal bread. It's nothing too amazing. It's nothing too like bad. It's just normal run-of-the-mill bread. But you'll be able to bake that. I think bread. How long does bread take? Actually, that's actually a random question. How long does bread take to bake? Genuine question, actually.
It can take a while, depending on what you want.
It does take a while. The main thing is
bread.
rising. So baking it would take around like 33 minutes, like on average. But from what it sounds like, a lot in total it would take like 3 hours and 45 minutes from what people are saying, from what I'm seeing. Because you add in like the time it takes for it to rise, stuff like that. And also, if you're making a decent amount of bread, because you've got a bit of a crew going on here. Though a lot of these people aren't even crew; they're just temporary people. Right now, you have five proper people, which is Usagi, Malus, Ublex, Chrono, and Benjamin. I don't know if you guys are considering the dwarf to be a part of the party.
No.
Goldfine is temporary. She's made that abundantly clear. I'm gonna be real. The Tabaxi, if she does actually stick around, she probably will stick around for like a while. But when she finds a ship, you know this well enough, Usagi, that she's booking it, because that's just the way she is.
Understandable.
Yeah. But you're like right now you're feeding a decent amount of mouths. So, that being said, yeah, you will spend the majority of your morning just like baking this bread, Ublex. By the time it's done baking, that's when actually Malus and Usagi would wake up.
Excellent.
Which is around like 7 a.m. from what I've understood.
Excellent. Are any of the shops open?
Oh, you and you early people.
Chrono said he would sleep in late, from what I understand. But yeah, some of the shops would probably start opening up. Because this is around the time when a lot of the townspeople would start getting up too. So like, you can already see that like if you start heading in the town, Usagi, that people are starting to like move around a bit. Like it's not as busy as it will be later on in the day, obviously. But the morning people, the people who like to be up in the morning or need to get their business running again, they're starting to move around.
Is there is there a weapons shop?
There is a blacksmith.
Kick ass.
Hell yeah.
Problem is, I'm not sure if you'd be able to make a sword in the amount of time it would take for me to leave.
There is also a shot that he may already have some pre-made. The question is, have all of them been taken? But you can check.
I'm gonna look for that. I'm gonna look for that blacksmith.
Hell yeah. So while you go do the blacksmith, I'm gonna ask 2 more questions before we hop right into that. 1, Mollis, what do you plan to do? And 2, Ublex, do you plan to continue cooking or do you plan to head to the store? What's your thoughts?
Are there any grocery stores?
Oh, there's definitely grocery stores.
Food.
Yeah. I'm gonna pack up on rations. I got you. What about Mollis?
I am going to try to look for the guard.
All right, so you're gonna go look for the guard guy.
I'm also gonna make sure the dwarf is actually on the ship again.
Okay, so we're gonna do that dwarf bit real fast. You can see him. He is face down on the deck. He's sprawled out like a starfish.
Oh god. Hi.
Yes.
So I'm gonna move him so he's not suffocating on the ground.
Great. Awesome.
I'm trying to keep this man alive. I know I'm the only one doing it, but I'm gonna try.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you can see Benjamin kind of poke and prod at him every now and then. Like, is this guy alive? But that's like the most he does to him.
Fucking valid. Have a good day.
Yeah. Alright, but yeah, the rest of you can start heading out. Mollis would just be out slightly after the rest of you. Usagi, we'll hop to you straight away because you're the first one to mention what you wanted to do at 7 a.m. So you can start heading out to the stores. You get up to the blacksmith. And the blacksmith store is a little bit more open than a lot of stores, as in the fact of it has like a, like think of like a porch for a house. They normally have like that that technically kind of like that half roof. I don't know what you exactly call it. An awning. He kind of has like an awning where he has like his anvil and his like actual melting area. And he is actively working and wailing down at one of the swords outside.
Okay.
But I actually have a picture for this guy. I was pre-planned for this, as always.
Excellent.
I actually have it ready for him. It is a human. He has silver hair with a pretty muscular build, but it's not like it's not like a bulky muscular, it's more of like a toned muscle, just from just the constant fatigue of his muscles going in and out daily.
Okay.
He has this like, you know, dark gray, like short sleeve shirt with just like a brown leather apron for protection in case, you know, sparks fly, because that's something that happens. And he does have a little red bandana to kind of keep his hair out of his face. His skin, I would say, the only thing that's different from the image is that it is a bit more tanned than you know, what you're seeing there. But pretty torn jeans and a brown leather glove, so that way he doesn't damage his hands any. But he's just wailing away at a sword right now.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna go in and say, well met, sir. Do you have any existing swords I can purchase?
He would kind of he would like throw like 3 more good strikes down at the hammer before looking up and just going, "Oh, sorry, customer. My apologies. Yes, we have some. Not a whole lot. You can check the barrel over there. It's basically whatever I could find that was left over right now. We have some short swords in one of them, and the other barrel has some long swords if you're interested."
Would wielding a longsword be a problem given my size?
Because you're a rogue, I'd say, because you're already proficient in it, so I say it'd be fine. If you didn't have proficiency, I'd be like, nah. Now if you try doing a great sword, even if you had proficiency, that's when I'd be like, okay, you need a bigger strength stat. But right now you're fine. If you ever wanted a great sword, that is possible. You just need a bigger strength stat for that.
Oh, that's something to keep in mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna look in that barrel with the long swords.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'm gonna have you do is you can roll me a perception check to see what type of swords you find.
Alright, come on.
Let's see what you
Let's
get,
do
man.
roll 20, please.
Alright. I do want to mention,
check.
roll 20 is obviously the way I'd prefer for you guys to roll, but if you're having a really bad roll day, you guys can actually feel free to use physical dice or other ways of rolling. It just allows me to be able to keep up with your guys' rolls a little bit easier, because normally there's a lot going on.
Honestly, I've had worse luck with D&D Beyond than
That's true.
in roll 20 somehow.
Yeah, D&D Beyond really screws you. Okay,
Yeah, that's a
not
13.
bad. Yeah, with a 13. So you wouldn't notice any insane swords, but you would be able to pick out, like, there's like the normal long swords, and you can pick out a few like +1 long swords. Like basically +1 long swords are just, they just look slightly like a bit better crafted. Like, they're still, at the end of the day, just a long sword, normal long sword, but it's a little bit nicer, a little bit stronger from what you can tell, a little bit sharper.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get one of those.
All right.
You never know when you might need one.
So there is a price. If
much?
you want a normal longsword, and I've actually written this down, and this will kind of give you guys an idea of like the, I guess, currency in this world. Let me pull it up on the exact amount, because I made sure that I didn't overprice stuff for you guys. I actually checked everybody's wallets and what you guys had ahead of time. Where the fuck did my pricing go? What the fuck? I pay for everything.
I ate it. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was really tasty.
Damn, what the hell, man? So normal longsword. A normal longsword would be 145. A longsword +1 would be around 160.
What, 60 you said?
160 for a +1.
Sure.
Alright. Yeah, so you can take 160 rupees off. You can just set it on the counter and walk off.
Alright.
You got yourself a +1 longsword.
Yeah! Let me add that to my inventory.
Hell yeah.
That's more than 0.
Yeah, sure. And now that you've got, is there any other shops you plan to hit before?
Let me think.
You know what? While you're thinking, let's hit someone else up while you think about that. How about that, Chief?
Yep, that's fine.
All right, so Ublex, you were next in line. As you start making your way to the town, there's like a little market area. Remember that fountain area? How I said there was like stalls there?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people have set up some more stalls. One of those stalls I want to mention, the goblin kind of like slightly messed up. There was like, because you know she leaned on it, so there was like a huge like splot of blood on a crate. You can see that at that specific market area, the guy is just sighing as he's just trying to wipe off the blood. Like, am I gonna have to get a whole new crate because this looks horrible. But there's now like 5 different market stalls up there. 3 of them are selling like different foods. One's selling fish. Another one is just selling like wheats and more like just like crop stuff. And the third was just selling meats. So we're talking more like cows and that sort of stuff, like the more like farmstead, like ranch type of foods. If you want to check the other 2, those are more like trinkets. But you can see that, I should mention this real quick because you would recognize this person. You can see that Zure is selling fish.
Zure! What fish is Zure selling?
So as of now, you can see that she is selling mainly just carp. That seems to be like the more like local fish here. So you're seeing a bit of carp. There's a little bit of salmon here, but it's not a whole lot. There is like a singular lanternfish. That is something that I should mention. There is a lanternfish that she did catch and has like up for sale as well. Lanternfish are a little bit more rare and they only come around. The best way to actually catch them is during night, as that is the only time when they actually feed.
Holy schmoly.
Those are not...
Some rare finds.
Hell yeah.
I want to get salmon.
You want to get salmon? Alright. How much are you looking for here?
How much?
Yeah. So like a salmon, because she's kind of selling it like bundles of 3, but like for like 3 salmon you're paying like 15 rupees, so it's not too expensive, but you know.
Ooh.
How much you looking at?
I'll buy 3 salmon then.
Buy 3 salmon?
Bundle. Yeah.
Aye. Yeah, you'll buy a little bundle of salmon, and you can take that 15 rupees out of your pockets.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. Alright, we're just gonna give you a smile and just kind of hand over the fish. Like, there's not really much to be said about that. It's just a, yeah, thanks for the business type of deal.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Is there anything else you're wanting from here?
No. Well, what are the veggies?
The veggies. So, in this area, because this is more of like, this island is a little bit more on the mountainous side, so it is a little bit harder for them to grow crops. But the crops that they do have are more like vegetation, like high climate area, like stuff that can actually survive those areas. So we're looking at, if I remember correctly, and I actually have something for this. Hold on. I actually should pull this up. I did not expect for you to go shopping for food today. But I actually have something for this. Potatoes are obviously one. That I can tell you straight off the top of my head, because I know that's actually a part in here. Skip it about pow. Skip it pow. I do apologize for the last second. Like, oh wait, hold up a second. Here it is. So they have potatoes, radishes, and cabbage. They would have a little bit of lettuce, but most likely.
I like cabbage.
You like cabbage? Okay, yeah. How much cabbage do you want? Again, similar pricing of like they're selling like a head of cabbage for like 15, like rupees.
15 rupees for a head of cabbage?
Hell
no.
Cabbage is pretty big. It also takes a way longer time to grow. That's the reason why. Like a head of lettuce is just like 5 rupees, but it's smaller, it's faster to grow, so. Like a bushel of radishes is also like 5 rupees. Or if you got like a bundle of potatoes, like a dozen of potatoes, it'd be like 12 rupees.
Okay. Wait, how much is the lettuce?
Lettuce is like, I think I said 5 for a head.
Okay, I'll buy lettuce and radish.
Alright. Yeah, so you can buy, so that's like 10 rupees in total. You buy like a head of lettuce and what do you call it? I literally just said it.
Radish?
Yeah, but it's not a radish. You're getting like a literal, oh my goodness. Technically not a bundle. There's a word for it. I literally just said it. Oh my god. Today's one of those days, man. You know what? Just say it's 12. It's basically 12 radishes. You're basically getting a bundle. Because radishes are pretty small, and they normally grow in, like, groups, if I understand correctly. I could be wrong on that. I'm not a farmer, so. But yeah, as you go through this little market area, kind of, you know, buying some different foods and stuff, Mollis, you would start looking around the main, like, area of the town, and you can see Deanus kind of just, like, walking around. At this point, like, he's kind of just, like, helping people repair their houses. You can see him just lumbering some wood over to, like, a nearby house within, like, the town.
What is the guy's name? The guard's name?
Deanus.
Oh, God. Okay.
Basically the same name as the Greek god of poison. Not poison, fuck. Wine. I played a bit of Hades, okay?
Oh, Dionysus, got it.
Yeah, Dionysus.
I mean, for what it's worth, you could look at alcohol as some variety of poison.
Oh, yeah. It basically is. Look at the dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mollis would walk over to him and would at least offer to help if he needs it. If not, he'll leave him try to fish, and then he'll get his attention. Not trying to get in the way.
I mean, Dionysus would just kind of look over to him and just go, I mean, if you want to, we can talk, we can walk and talk. There's a lot of houses that need to be repaired after all this. After all.
Sure. I have a pretty simple question. I was wondering if I could get one of y'all's pickaxes.
Yes, you just need to head over to the mines, but we do have a few over there. This is a 30-minute walk, it's not too bad.
Alright.
The least we can do
grab
for
one
you.
of those.
Yeah. Yeah, you can easily just go over to the mines and go grab some, and yeah.
So he'll go grab one.
Hell
He has
yeah.
a plan for it.
So yeah, you can start making your walk over to the mines.
Yay.
Hell yeah. So hopping back over to Usagi, my man.
Alright. Alright, so after I get my sword, I'm gonna be looking for... I'm really not sure where I would find this, but I'm looking for two very specific things.
Okay.
Catnip and dried bugs.
Catnip and dried bugs. Okay. Very interesting.
As bribes, I mean, or gifts, depending on the situation.
Drugs.
For the
Catnip is drugs
He's
for
a
the
bird.
vaccine.
She's a bird.
Drugs.
Actually, the dried bugs are for Taka.
Yeah. That's why I kind of figured as soon as she said dried bugs. You could probably get... Now, catnip, you could... Actually, where could you get catnip in a place like this? I need to actually roll something here, because the real thing is that normally, you would get catnip at, like, either a pet store, or just... The question is the pet store even running? The other option is, like, possibly a ranger outpost, but there's a shot that they don't even have a ranger living here. The pet store is down right now, but let's see if we have any at the ranger outpost, or if there even is one. That's a nat 1. There is no ranger outpost. I hate to shoot you down on that one, Chief. I do have to be bluntly honest. If I don't have something like pre-prep for that, it's out of the blue. I gotta roll to be like, hey, is that there? That's normally how I DM.
Understandable.
But you could, I mean, there is one option, though, that has come to mind. Technically, fishing, they do have, like, dead worms.
That would work just as well.
That is an option. You could go to... You could either stop by the fishing area where Zaray's at, but there's no guarantee she'll have it there, because she's selling fish. She's not selling the fishing supplies. But you do know that Fowler and Zaray seem to be doing fish. Fowler might have some. The drow that you guys helped out.
Okay, fine. I'll go to talk to him.
Yeah, so you can start looking around for Fowler, and as you start looking around for Fowler, Chrono, you wake up. It is like a good, like, I'd say it's like almost 8 at this point, because let's be honest, it takes a while to walk around the town, to go over to a mine. At this point, I feel like Chrono would have woken up. Yeah,
I totally didn't ask to go last before this episode began because I really needed time to get a good idea of what to buy.
Definitely not. He didn't. He literally didn't.
Anyways, so is there like a bookstore or a library at this town?
That is actually an interesting question. Technically, there probably would be. You just need to go look for one.
I would like to go look for one in that case.
Hell yeah, you can go look for one. The question is, I mean, let's be real. What's the shots of a pirate ransacking a library? Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, no.
These were a bunch of guys that were like, we want entertainment and riches. Yeah.
Would it be
Give me
really
your
funny?
finest book.
Would it be really funny if the whole building was just untouched and nobody just gave a shit?
That would be wild. So here's the question. Would you look through the center of the town, the outskirts of the town, or like the suburban area?
I would probably start with the center of the town first.
Okay.
Kind of get a good feel and just work my way around.
All right. So you'll start heading out to the center of the town, and go and roll me a perception check.
All right. Give me 1 second. That's a 7.
So you spend like a good while. I mean, for you, time feels like it almost as if it's passing, but it's passing slow. You aren't sure if you're rewinding time by accident or if today's just one of those sloggy mornings. But right now you're not really seeing any library in the center of town, at least. Yeah. But you're kind of swinging your head around. There are people here that you could always ask if you wanted, but I don't know if that's really Chrono's style.
Well, if I ask someone, they'll probably be cool about it and help point me towards where I need to go. Anyways, I'm not gonna ask anyone about it.
Yeah, no, I figured. I figured though. I was like, I'm gonna throw it to him, but like, I didn't figure you would.
Oh yeah, no, like, Chrono's whole thing is that he still feels kind of, even though that guard tried to help alleviate his guilt, he still feels really guilty just being in the town, so he would probably just kind of avoid talking to anyone if he can.
It's completely fair. Yeah, so he'll just kind of stumble around for a bit, and as he stumbles around for a little bit, Usagi, my dude, quick little refresher. You wanted to go find Phaler. You will. Because as you're like kind of walking around the center of the town, you pass by Chrono, you pass by Dionys, you will eventually see like kind of just starting to walk into the main town area, with like a little bit more fish like in his hand. Basically, like he just has like a barrel that he's kind of just like toting over his like right shoulder. But you would see Phaler.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna go up to him and that. Well, Mister, do you? I'm looking for dried worms, fish bait of that sort.
Oh, it's you. Hey. Yeah, I can get you some. I mean, it's pretty easy to find nowadays. At least where my home's at is rather easy to find. They're always around my area. Yeah, we can make it. I can get you hooked up. Let me just set this barrel down over to, Zerai, and I can get you. Do you want to come to the house so you can grab it, or you just want to wait here? I'd hate to leave you waiting, but no matter what, it's a bit of a walk. I live outside of town.
I'll follow you. It's fine.
All right. So yeah, he's gonna go set down the barrel over at Zaray's stall, and then he'll lead you over to the house, and it's like it'll be like a good 30-minute walk over to there. Like he said, he does live outside of the town. Ublex, little slime boy, you just got done grabbing your little foods. Where are you going? What are you doing, you little slimy puddle? Oh god, I killed her.
Say.
I think I killed Asa.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Do you have anything in mind?
So dead.
She's so dead. I
don't.
Okay, it's fair. We'll come back to you then.
Okay.
But for now, Ublex is just kind of gooping around in the center of the town. We'll just say that she's pulling a Zoro moment. She really is just kind of like,
Disappear.
Yeah, he's just disappearing. Dude. Yeah, while he's just
I'm on
kind of like...
no clip.
You're on to no clip? What is that? I don't know that reference. I'm gonna be honest.
It's a speedrunning thing, basically.
Gotcha.
Disappear. I want to disappear.
Yeah, no, you just disappear. Are you stealthing?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, yeah, you
People
stealth.
don't know what
You
that
stealth.
means.
Roll me a 20. You know, roll me a stealth check.
Okay. What's this?
It's crazy.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Oh, let me
What's
check.
the plug?
Damn. I actually got a 16. So the warlock begins to stealth. Just sliming through an alleyway. Oh, man.
I like to imagine it's moving exactly like the blue ooze from Lethal Company.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Ooblex is just literally just going slowly across this, like, alley. Just absorbing everything in his path in the process. Oh, man. Going over to Mollis. Mollis, you would start to eventually kind of just reach up to the mines as Kronos, like, fumbling his way through the town. You can see that there is, like, you can see that this is a kind of somewhat fucked up area. You can tell that the pirates were doing some shit here. You can also see where Gulthine actively probably beat the living snot out of that goblin.
Oh shit, we found him!
Yeah, well,
Or
no, you didn't find her. You see the remains of the destruction of that fight. There is, like, multiple hole areas where someone was obviously sent into, like, different, like, parts of the wall in the cave.
Oh.
Yeah. You can also see where, like,
Oh.
she probably dragged the goblin on the ground, leaving a, like, basically, like, a mini burrow. Like, you can just see the
Oh, is she
outline
dead?
of the body.
Oh man!
I mean, she's probably not dead. You saw her get tossed through a fountain to get, like, teleported away.
Good point, but
Yeah.
fuck, I really hope she doesn't die.
Hopefully not. We don't know how bad her wounds was.
Oh god.
But you can see this was pretty fucked up because most likely you can see, like, there's a few dead, like, bodies from, like, the pirates that were also with this goblin. You can also see that there are, like, a few just dead bodies of villagers that tried to fight back. So it's a bit messy. There are a few villagers that are here trying to, like, basically transport the bodies and, like, probably just moving them to, like, the graveyard area to probably give them a proper burial. But there is, like, a barrel that has, like, a few just, like, pickaxes just sitting there, just, like, at the entrance of the mine, basically.
Okay. So. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a good pickaxe. I don't know. I don't
alright.
really know how to describe that. I'm just gonna look for a good pickaxe that won't break.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to roll me a perception check. Alright, wait, you know what? Actually, I probably should have done this with Usagi, actually, now I'm thinking about it, because this would have made more sense. It should have been an investigation check, actually. So that's what you're going to do. That's my bad on that. Because perception is, like, gazing around, getting a main look on things. Investigation is, like, proper detail search. So, yeah, investigation, actually.
Okay.
It wouldn't have helped. The rolls are the same.
Oh, okay. Didn't matter.
Fuck, I have to roll digitally. Shit.
Yeah. You know what? If you rolled it, go ahead and just tell me. What'd you get?
I got a natural 18, so I got a plus
Natural 18.
3, so
Okay.
21.
Okay. Yeah, you can find a pretty decent one. Technically this has the same damage die as a maul, so you can just add a maul into your inventory and just rename it.
Fuck yeah.
As pickaxe.
Hell yeah. I can't wield this thing, but I've got it.
Or anything that basically has that same damage die. But you would be proficient in it anyways because you've never wielded one to begin with, so actually it makes sense for you to have them all. And just to rename it as a pickaxe. But if you train enough with it, I don't know if you plan to use it as a weapon, but if you do plan to, if you trained enough with it, you could.
I'm gonna be using it.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Will it work? Probably not, but I still want to do it.
I swear, if I'm gonna have to make a monk Path of the Miner, Ah, jeez.
Oh, I know. I'm still going with my original plan. I just want a pickaxe.
What the fuck? Alright, man.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And yes, I will be training with a pickaxe. I have plans.
Dude, if I start seeing you training with Chrono and you fucking swing for his neck with that thing,
Problem.
Dude, here's the thing, right? Someone tries to run. I grab the pickaxe. I'm like, no. Come here.
Oh, you're gonna use it like a fucking shepherd's cane? I see the intent now.
The monk, everyone sees the monk pull out a fucking pickaxe. They're like, the fuck's he gonna do? Yeet.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
good lord.
Fucking hell, dude. Alright.
I've thrown a halfling that weighed more than this thing, so I can throw it just as fine.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
God, poor goblin.
Man's gonna use it like a fucking spear. Also, yeah, that
like,
poor goblin. Yeah, dude. Goldstein
yeah.
tossed her so fucking hard.
Oh man, I'm hoping that she's okay.
I honestly, Moss is sitting there like, yay, harm upon the pirates. Good. Hope it continues.
Hell
Moving
yeah.
on.
Yeah, you can.
He will.
Yeah.
He takes the pickaxe. He would look inside to see if there's anything of use that was left behind that's not of the people's.
That's
if it
fair.
looks like the pirates forgot something, he'll snag it. If not, then he'll help out carrying bodies, because he does know that he is reasonably strong.
That's fair. That's fair. You would notice one small thing with that 23 of investigation. Most likely these pirates probably weren't allowed to have ale while they're helping out in the mine area. You know, keeping the people from doing shit.
Yeah.
So there was like 2 bottles that were like hidden away.
Neat.
So there's just 2 bottles of like, it's just normal like ale. It's nothing special. It's not gonna hit that hard. For a guy of your stature and your type of race, that's fucking lightweight shit. For someone like Usagi, if he drinks the whole like 1 whole bottle, he might just be out like a light.
Yeah, I'm the literal lightest weight ever. I can't get wasted.
I mean, unless you drank enough throughout the entire campaign, you could eventually become a heavyweight. But it probably wouldn't be good for your lungs. Or, no, your liver. Your liver.
Yeah, no, his liver would turn to ash.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing, right? Usagi with his race, they look at alcohol and they're like, man, I'm seeing double.
Yeah.
Basically.
I don't know if it would... I need to look up, would that even affect Oobleck? They're a plasmoid. Would they...
I don't
know.
I think plasmoids technically count as aberrations.
I mean, I can tell you right now, the way I'm running Oobleck, yes. But
yeah, I'll grab beer, ale. Yeah, I have ale. Yeah.
And if you want to, you can spend time kind of just helping out with the dead bodies of the fallen.
Yeah, I don't have. How can I alcohol, beer? Is there anything? What bottle? Book.
What?
I get a book.
What?
I get a book.
What are you on about?
I get 2 book and rename ale.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you on about books? Okay, yeah, no, that
No,
works.
I was looking for ale and there wasn't any ale, and I was like, well, shit. I guess I'm getting 2 books, renaming them to ale.
But yeah, you can see there's like a few, like a good like 3 humans and like a dwarf, kind of just like toting bodies back.
All right.
Now,
So, yeah, I'll help out.
okay, yeah, you can help out with at the mines for the rest of the day if you want. If that wants to be your own thing, or if there's other stuff you want to do.
There's another thing he wants to do.
Okay.
So he'll help out for a little bit, but he's gonna make sure that he can actually get back in time to go to the clothing store because he has the questions.
All right, yeah. So you'll spend some time doing that, and eventually you'll head over to the clothing store. Right, Chrono, give me where are you going next?
Okay, do I find this elusive fucking bookstore?
You gotta look at me. You
Alright,
know what to do.
Alright, I'll keep looking. Do I make another perception check?
Another perception check.
Alright, let's do it.
You're a monk.
Okay,
You should be
that's an
good at this,
11.
man. Why
Which
are you
is-
rolling bad? Wisdom's your forte, or at least it should be your forte. Like that's one of the main things for a monk.
I don't think perception is wisdom. Oh wait, no, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Never mind.
It is.
No,
Oh, damn.
Can I use a rewind on my perception?
Okay, you need to justify that to me. How would that work?
Actually, I don't know. I was just desperate. I just really wanted to
So you start to like, you're like, maybe it's in the neighborhood area. Yeah, so you stumble into that area and you start looking around. You don't quite see one just yet. But you're just seeing a bunch of houses. Like, you went to like the obviously wrong area.
You can tell this man has been locked up for over 300 years.
Oh yeah. Like,
Okay,
to you, you're just like, maybe it's here.
I'm going to assume it's not in the suburban area.
Probably not.
Unless one of the families has a homemade business in their garage or something, which I seriously doubt.
Very hard investigation check.
Okay, you know what? Just for fun, I'll roll investigation just to see what happens.
Okay.
That's a 30-20, are you kidding me?
Okay, so I have a thing for this.
You?
I do. Actually, funny enough, I actually do. Right. So let me grab this very, very specific image. And when I say specific, I mean specific.
Right?
Right. So you see out of the corner of your motherfucking eye. This is like, there is this very like, there's these houses side by side, and in between these two houses is a cardboard box, and in front of this cardboard box is another cardboard box, and in front of this other cardboard box is another cardboard box. Someone made a cardboard box fort. You thought pillow forts were insane? This man made a cardboard house box fort. Let that sink in.
God's name.
It's between these two houses, and it looks like nobody dares to fuck with it, and it looks like someone even cared enough to, like, make a roof that attached the two houses to hang over it, so the rain could never destroy it.
Okay, I gotta know what's going on here. Chrono is definitely gonna approach the fort. It just goes, huh, what is this material made out of? And what he's gonna do is he's gonna lick his finger, touch the cardboard, and says, "Oh, it's cardboard. Yeah, that makes sense."
And you see, actually, you know what? Let me roll something. Let me roll something.
Okay.
Oh no, who are you gonna find?
You feel like a poke on your ankle,
Oh god.
and you just hear, "What are you doing in my house?"
Ah!
And
What the fuck is it?
you see an awakened cat. Not a tabaxi, an awakened cat. It is a normal cat that has gained sentience.
Hey,
It
yo.
is this orange cat that has like some white pattern. It's like an orange-white like tabaxi. Or not tabaxi, tabby,
so
sorry. He probably is not even from this area because he has like some more steampunk clothing. Like it's obvious that his owner probably at some point left him here. But he has this like little leather like hat that kind of goes over his head, and it's like a little like vest type of like situation, like a normal like, you know how some people like make little outfits for their cats? It's kind of like that, just steampunk. Like visualize that to your best little abilities, like kind of steampunk gears. Like there's like a giant headlight, like flashlight on like the forehead area for when night hits.
All right, the inner cat person in me is speaking out to me right now. All right. So after Kronos screams and quickly locates where the voice came from, he'll say, I'm sorry. I've never seen a house like this one before, so I got curious."
It's the best house you'll ever find, I'll have you know. I built it myself.
Oh, nice. It seems safe.
He looks very fucking proud of himself. I want to mention this. Like, he is like, his pride is out the fucking roof.
Good lord.
I'm Chrono, by the way.
Oh, it's good to meet you. I'm, Mr. Whiskers.
We gotta keep this guy.
Holy hell, Nitsify.
I don't get the joke, but we gotta keep this guy.
Alright. Here's how I'm gonna go about this. I'm just gonna say, do you know this town well at all, Mr. Whiskers?
I know it like the back of my motherfucking hand.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Could you perhaps help me find the bookstore? I've been looking for it for the past 45 minutes.
I'll have you know, my house is basically a bookstore. And he like
Really?
he goes into his cardboard box. You can hear some rustling as like I want to mention he's built it high enough to where like it actually almost goes up to the second story window of one of the houses. Like it, so like, you can hear him like walking through like the cardboard fort, and it's a pretty decent sized fort. And eventually you hear him like drag out like 2 different books, one underneath each arm, basically. It just goes, "This is the best bookstore you're ever gonna find. I'll have you know. The other ones is there's like a library, but you know, nobody really cares about that. If you want the real books, you gotta come to me. Look what I got." And he puts down 2 books. Best books on your house, man. And you can see
What is this voice?
there are 2 books. They're language books. One would teach you how to learn Common. That's how he's talking to you.
Okay, that's kind of pointless in that case.
Yeah. The other one would teach you how to learn Sylvan.
That's oh so pointless because Chrono actually knows Sylvan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, in that case, Chrono would take a closer look at these books, and now he doesn't want to come off as ungrateful, so he'll say, thank you, but I don't think I'll have a use for these. Do you perhaps have any books on, how should I put this? World events, maybe? Or maybe history or something like that?
Will you bitch? Oh, you know, I think I bought one a little while ago. Let me, and he, once again, he just goes rummaging through. He goes into like a different room this time. I mean, like, he's kind of like little windows into the, some of the cardboard boxes, so you can kind of see what rooms he goes into. But eventually you see him like go into like one specific room where like you thought it might have been like a mini bookshelf or something. Nah, it was a book. He was using it like a shelf. He just took some stuff off of it and then started just like, he lifts it up and just starts like bringing it over. He just goes, "Well, you see here, I got this one. It does entitle a little event that went down in, have you ever heard of Sky Islands?
What?
The Sky Islands.
The Sky Islands, you say?
Yeah.
I might have overheard someone, Chrono deciding, probably telling him about his years in prison is not the best course of conversation.
You mad as a cat.
I heard some people talking about it, but not much else.
Yeah, well, you're in for a tweet, Will Mitchell. So here's the thing, right? There's this kingdom. It's the only kingdom known to mankind. If there's another one, well, frankly, nobody knows about it then. But as far as I know, this is the only one here. It's a place called Rizania. You might want to learn about it. There's like a tyrant that took over. It was a big king.
Oh, that's
Why does it sound like
fascinating.
fucking Boomhauer.
What are you selling it for?
Well, see, nobody ever actually tried to buy my book, so this is a new one for me. Let's see.
Fair enough.
Let's see. When the pet store finally gets put in place, their prices was like, I think 25 rupees for food, and then I think it was 50 for catnip. So I really want catnip. Oh, how about 50 rupees?
I really want catnip.
If I overheard you correctly, you said food costs at least 25, right? I'd be more than happy to cover that for you.
He kind of like, okay, roll me a persuasion check. He like kind of like he kind of like squints his eyes a bit, like, I really want that motherfucking catnip.
Alright, that's a -1 modifier.
You got this,
go.
man.
Oh my god, that's an 18.
Okay, yeah, no, you convinced him. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess I should go well with you, I was running low anyways. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, that works. Just give me the 25 and yeah, we can call it even.
It's a deal, Mr. Whiskers, he says while carefully counting his rupees.
Hell yeah.
Alright, let me remove this really fast.
Hell
okay,
yeah.
so I'll just put like Sky Island book or something.
Yeah. The exact book's name is The Tyrant. The Tyrant of the Skies, to be specific.
Okay. Sorry, I know I'm gonna forget if I don't do this right now, so.
No, you're good. Is there anything you wish to do with Mr. Whiskers, by the way?
Okay. Okay, I am incredibly curious, about this fellow, so I'll say, so, how long have you been living here anyways?
Well, my owner, I don't know where she went. She came from Whiteside, and then, she never came back.
Oh.
So I've been here for, I think, 2 years? Yeah, 2 years, I'd say.
I'm sorry, that's rather unfortunate to deal with.
Yeah, she was kind of a dick anyways. She wasn't really home yet much, you know?
Yeah.
And then when she came home, she really, she never really, like, paid attention to me. And when she did pay attention to me, she kind of, like, petted me the wrong way, so I'd swipe at her and she'd get mad at me. It was like, oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Not to come across in the wrong way, but I'm surprised that you managed to outwit those pirates that attacked on this island earlier.
No, I just kind of stabbed them a lot whenever they found my area. But they normally didn't really come to my area, so... They also didn't see me as a threat, but little did they know. They didn't know about this. And he pulls out a crate of bombs out of his cardboard box. He was like, little did you know.
Chrono decides he's probably telling the truth.
Yeah. Now, whether these are duds, you don't know. But those are bombs. They look very bomb-like.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to find out. That is not in my wheelhouse. Anyway. He says, so, what are you doing here exactly? Do you just... I mean, this island seems pretty nice to live, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, the people on my neighbors, they, every now and then they come over, bring me a little bit of food, but, normally I head over to the tavern, and normally I perform, so I can make some money, and then with the money, then I buy cat food, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good. Sometimes I bully the neighborhood dogs, it's normal.
Out of curiosity, Mr. Whiskers, have you ever wanted to get out of here, or just learn what it's like to sail away?
I never really thought about that, but, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I just don't really, as long as I'm not touching the water, I'll be fine.
Oh, no, oh, yeah, no, that's generally not...
Not? Alright.
Right.
You cut out a little bit. Yeah, all I heard was, yeah, that's generally not.
Okay. I was just saying, well, that's generally not a thing most pirates do anyways, unless they're a dedicated shipwright, but...
Oh, gotcha. So I don't really need to worry about that then.
Well, you seem pretty capable.
Yeah.
Me and some others are planning to sail away. Now, well, I can't speak for the others.
Yeah.
I'm considering maybe making my own pirate crew.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. You're under no obligation, but again, you seem rather capable and dexterous, so I thought I'd offer you an invitation if you're interested. But there's really no telling when that would get underway because how should I put this? I just saw fresh air for the first time in over 300 years.
Oh,
anyways.
So, let me get this right, right? So, you don't know much. If you've been locked out that long. And I don't know a lot. I'm down for it. I can bring some stuff to the table. To the table. You want to see something? I can show you something. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Go for it.
he would kind of step away from the box a bit, like kind of go out more to the street and just go, I don't want to mess up my home, you know? Kind of a thing. And you see as his body begins to glow and vibrate as he begins to shift form into a wolf.
What?
What?
And he goes, yeah. I figured out, you know, how to kind of fuck you around with the nature magical wheel.
What in God's name?
And then and to make it worse, you see him stand up on all two.
What's the big idea?
How tall is he?
So, on average, the average wolf size, let's actually take this into account. Average wolf, wolf height, like what's the average wolf height? Average wolf height is around 2.8. So if they were to stand on all two, that's, you know, I'd say like he's like 2.6, a little bit of a smaller wolf because he is coming from a cat to a wolf. So I'd say technically 5'2" when he stands up on all two. He just goes, yeah, what can I say? I bring shit to a table.
After a minute of like pure shock, Chrono says, "That's so awesome!"
Yo, it just be out here, watch this. He just like, you see him like grab your hair, and flowers start sprouting.
What in the Lord's name?
Yeah.
Chrono is just getting excited at this point. Like he just says, "This world's wonders never cease, do they?"
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Okay, Mr. Whiskers, consider yourself hired.
Let's go. I would go. Where's where you have a? Do you have a ship?
Do you know of the port nearby?
Oh yeah. Sometimes I head over there and I'll like kill a fish and or I'll steal something sometimes, but I don't do it too much.
There is a Navy ship, but don't worry, we stole it. There's nothing that the Navy will has on us.
Nice.
And there is a man on the ship who goes by the name of Benjamin.
Okay.
Just say Chrono sent them, and he'll understand what that means.
Okay. I'm gonna go pack up and I see you at the ship.
Sounds good. I'll see you momentarily, Mr. Whiskers.
I'll see you later. And he goes into his cardboard box.
Okay, for my first attempt at recruiting an NPC, that went surprisingly well.
Yeah, you guys now have a druid.
Okay.
Yay!
I mean,
Yeah.
I was thinking originally, like, all right, well, I don't know. Is this cat like really happy here? But he just came up with this like boring description about their day-to-day life, and I'm like, all right, I bet this cat wants adventure.
Yeah. The cats are pretty. I feel like out of any type of like person that's easy to win over, it would be like an awakened animal because they don't got much going on for them. They're easily content. Like it's gonna be easy.
There.
Yeah.
All right. Now that Chrono has a new history book to look over to see what he missed about the world, he wants to go ahead and pick up his goggles and see if that guy actually did a good job fixing up his old goggles or not, or if he maybe has to go for the new pair.
Alright, so as you start heading over to your way to go get your goggles back, we're gonna hop over to Ublex. My little slimy ma'am. As you are kind of like sliming around, you somehow fuck up, like you're like gonna head to the suburban area, and you somehow end up back up in the center of town. And you would see a little bud at the market area that you were at before, doing some shopping. And it's Nico. You also see that the kid is nowhere to be seen. So, and I will mention, I actually have a picture now for this motherfucker. Because I didn't expect you. I can predict a lot of things with you guys, because I kind of have a good read on you. But I could not predict you going, hey, but what if? So I do have a picture of Miko, and I will be sending it. So that way you guys actually know what he looks like finally. This is Miko. You're looking at a kitsune that is around like, because both the child and him were both kitsunes. So the child was around like.
Top him.
Oh my god. The child was around like just 4 feet, whereas like he's like 5'2".
That made a kid? What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, like, it was an old... Bruh.
How old is he?
So, like, kitsunes often live to be, like, 400. He's, like, maybe in his 20s. Like, he's pretty young. But he has this, like, pretty, like, dirty blonde hair that's kind of messy. It's nothing too long, but it's just enough to kind of, like... It's enough to, like, the messiness shows. Like, those curls show. It's like a curly wavy type of hair. His fur for his ears, again, it's that similar, like, same tone as his hair. His tails has that same tone of hair at the very tip, but the rest of that tail fur is a lot lighter, almost like a cream color. Which is very fitting because the jacket that he wears is a very similar cream. It's like this like heavier coat. You would notice, by the way, I should mention this, that the island is starting to get a little bit on the colder side. It's around like 50 degrees weather. That's why he would be wearing this jacket. It's gonna start getting chilly if you stay here for another day. But he's got like a little scarf just already ahead on him, just like a dark brown scarf and a black sweater with like brown gloves. Yeah, but yeah, you'd see him just kind of like, shopping. He's buying some fish and some meat.
Future
and some veggies.
husband reveal.
Hell yeah. And I know you'll probably approach him unless I'm wrong, unless I really predicted wrong.
No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
Ulex is gonna approach Nico and ask what he is shopping for.
Does Ublex also coincidentally manifest a fedora?
No way. No, Ulex is wearing his clothes.
I also have one last question before I answer the the question here in the character. What form are you in? Are you still in puddle form? Stealth form? Man form? Okay.
Man.
Alright. Yeah, so yeah, you just look over.
I'm cloaked up though.
You're what?
Cloaked up.
Clipped
that
up.
cloak on me.
Hell yeah. So yeah, he'd look over to you and just go, "Oh, Ublex, it's good to see you." Yeah, I was just getting some more food for the tavern that I have to re-get back up and going. It's kind of destroyed, but first, one step at a time. So, food first, and then getting the rest of the repairs done in the process.
No!
Ooh.
He has a job. He has responsibilities, man.
Yeah, he did mention it, but you just go, "What about for you?"
I'm just making my last few buying some food before I leave. I'll be leaving soon.
Oh, you're gonna be late? You're gonna be leaving. I understand. Where are you gonna be heading? Either way, safe travels on that, but where are you gonna be heading?
I don't know.
Does he say it? Just like, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
You just go, I'm
going with the flow. I'm going with these people. We are just going.
Yeah.
If I don't die.
That sounds liberating, to be honest. I mean, it sounds nice to just be able to just flow through life. I understand that.
I love you.
That...
I'm a week old. No, he doesn't say that.
No! That's fucking wild. But yeah, I mean, it's just like simple, just like, yeah, I mean, that's all it is. You could ask what his actual job is if you are interested, but he's just kind of like mentioned, he's just getting stuff for the tavern that he works at. It doesn't mean that he owns the tavern, but he is working at the tavern. That's a guaranteed.
I'm just gonna ask what his job is. What's your job, man?
I'm a chef. I work for the back area, for one of the taverns.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Amazingly good at cooking!
Hell yeah. You know it. You do pretty well yourself.
Oh, thank you. I'll miss you, man.
Yeah, I'll miss you. You have to keep in contact with me.
I love you!
Is that in character? Because you don't have an Ublex voice yet, from what I understand. So I gotta ask, is that in character?
Yeah!
Oh lord.
He's kind of like taken aback a bit. He would just go, Well,
He's gonna reject it.
he's like blushing slightly. He's like, I don't know. That's
Wait, can
very-
I throw something out there?
yeah.
Would he still make a hard charisma saving throw?
I was about to say, actually, because it's very fitting. I'm glad you predicted this. I guess. What are you trying to do here by saying that?
Oh God.
Because if you're trying to win
Convince
him
him
over,
to love me too.
okay.
I'm winning him over. I'm winning him over. Let's go.
I'll say you can roll a
Christ, God.
persuasion check.
You're a very nice daddy. I wish I had a
Yeah.
father like you.
Are you trying to like
can't.
get in bed with this guy or what? I'm very confused as to what you're.
Me personally, it was still figuring things out.
Yeah.
So he just
Oh.
he doesn't know the difference between romantic and non-romantic.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He just really likes this guy.
Yeah.
He just really likes this guy.
Oh good lord.
Oh man. Yeah, just let me see what you roll actually. Roll 20 closed up on me. There it is. Okay. 11. No.
Oh, no.
You just go. I mean, you're a good person. I don't. We barely know each other. I don't know if love's the right word for that.
Yeah, I just really like you. Good guy. I don't know feelings.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, you're a good person. You're a friendly person. And you're fun to talk with. I don't know if I could see you in that way, or at least I don't feel that way as of now. I hate to be
As of now.
the bearer of bad news. He's
You
kind
are
of
a
just like
really
scratching
good
his
father.
head. He's very apologetic, but
Stop being so nice. Kill me.
damn. she took crush me with your thighs to a different level.
Oh my God.
Okay, just fun fact for your viewing audience out there. Issa's actually in a committed relationship right now. I think you can see how she got one.
Lord.
I'd like to
Please,
imagine.
please.
Dude, that really just reminds me of exactly what you're referencing. The TikTok fucking sound. Just, yeah, can I try to riz you? Yeah, sure, go for it. Just moment of silence and just yelling please over and over. please. Did it work? It worked for
It worked
Issa,
for
you
Ulex.
know.
No, it's
man.
more like I like you. Whoa, I like you too. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. But yeah, no.
Actually how it worked.
You know, that's fair. But yeah, no, he would just go, well, I mean, you're a good friend, though. I will say that.
I be low rolling.
Yeah, it's
I
you be low
always low
rolling.
roll. I roll 20. Roll 20. Or like, roll.
So do you have to set up any scraps or anything for your ship, or... I mean, if you're...
Nah, I'm just getting more rations out here.
Oh, okay. So you're just going to... I mean, that's completely fair. As long as you make sure that you stock up for the next travel, that'll be good.
Thanks for teaching me emotions. I don't know all that much about that stuff, man.
I understand. I mean, I don't... I'll be honest, I don't know when you came sentient as of recent, because from what I know, normally slimes don't have sentience, besides mnemonicans, but I mean, you're obviously not one of those.
I think I'm 7 days old.
Yeah, you have a bit of time to figure out what you're doing with your life. Give yourself time.
The most. Go figure your existence out and then come talk to me.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Bro really just opened up Stardew Valley and tried to date the woman day one.
Yeah.
Oh good lord.
Oh, dude. You would just go, yes, well, I guess best of luck on figuring out your life.
He's making it so awkward!
I mean, it was because of the performance. It was because of the
I'm making this awkward.
You just go,
Oh good lord.
well, I'm gonna keep shopping. I guess just ping me down if you need anything.
I can help you shop.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah,
are
yeah.
buddy friend pals of all time.
Yeah.
The best friends.
Oh,
No!
God.
Gay!
No.
Straight! Men on men!
What in God's name?
He's kind of like raised his hand up at one point to try and just be like, yeah, I'll just accept it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're best friends.
We are besties!
I want to mention, Zoray got to watch all that.
And now you've traumatized him. Good job.
Traumatized isn't the right word.
I can hear Dylan, like, face in hands.
Yeah,
What?
no, that's spot on accurate.
I'm just getting secondhand embarrassment.
Dude, that's what happens when you fail persuasion sometimes, Chief.
Personally, this is hilarious.
Oh, God. Okay, so we're gonna hop over to Malus. Malus, buddy.
Oh God, hi.
Actually, wait, no, Usagi, I think, was it Usagi or Malus that we did before? I want to double check. Malus, you said you were doing, corpses, and you were going to then head over to the thread store. So, I'd say by now, you're probably done with the corpses. You'd be making your way to the thread store. Usagi, you're coming really close to Phalor's house. You can see it in the distance. You'll be there within, like, 5 minutes. So we're gonna knock out Moss's thing, because I don't think it'll take that long.
There was one other thing I wanted to do, and now I forgot.
You said the thread store. I don't know if you have something else.
Yeah, I thought of something as you were going through everything
Oh,
else.
okay. Well, you'll have time. You'll have time.
I probably won't remember.
You never know. Sometimes it comes back. Yeah. So you'd see the clothing store where Ublex got their drip and where Chrono got his glasses fixed. Which, by the way, I want to mention, Chrono, you walk up to it at the same time Malus does.
Oh, hello, Malice. How are you today?
Greetings. I'm fine. I'm better than yesterday. That's something.
Yeah, you look, how should I put this?
I wanna mention,
Non-punctured?
he really. I should mention this. He has not patched up his wounds all that much. He's just. They're just kind of there.
Yeah, it's like it's still healing, obviously, but at least there's no bleeding. Like that's something.
Yeah.
But you can definitely
not-
see the slashes.
Yeah. This is also something I needed to mention about Mollis. The only time he's ever actually spoken out loud and not telepathically was when he was was basically when he was talking to the Bling pirate captain.
Yeah, that should be noted.
Yeah, he basically exclusively speaks telepathically because that's how his people talk.
Yes.
That's just a thing to note. So if he's speaking to someone, everyone around him's kind of just getting a one-sided conversation. And it's like, wait, what the fuck did the fish man say?
You know, that's gonna be a really funny idea, but technically he really could. I'm pretty sure Ublex also has telepathy, so I'm pretty sure they could also do this. But you really could just tell someone something like really dark, or tell them like a secret that they're not supposed to know, and be like, no one will ever believe you, and then walk away.
Yeah.
Like you really could just kill someone like in front of like kill someone's dad in front of them, and then just look to them and go, no one will ever believe you, and walk away.
Yep. And I didn't say a word, so
Yep.
no one heard me.
Yep. Getting back.
No, it wasn't a shadow. It was a fucking fishman. It's like there was no voice. We can't verify that. It's like, what do you mean now?
Meanwhile, Chrono has kind of just accepted this as like, yeah, this is normal.
This is
Yeah.
obviously normal.
Obviously. So you guys go in?
Yes.
Okay, there's one door. Who's going in first?
Eh.
Alright.
Wallace would have let him walk in first.
Yeah.
He also
That's fair.
he also does check how Chrono is doing. I didn't neglect to say that.
Oh.
Chrono, how you feeling?
Let's go get our stuff, shall we?
Fair.
Damn.
It is the most. He just accepts that.
Friend zone. I'm joking.
No, he's fine. He's just like, yeah, no, it's fair. I heard you kind of snapping. So his mind says, yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the clerk would look back up to you and just go, "Oh, you're already here. I was just actually finishing up repairs on your goggles."
Oh, that's good news. So you were able to fix them then?
So mainly, yes. There is, and he would kind of point it out to you as like he's kind of putting it up on the counter. There is this one little crack it's left a little bit of a mark. The crack isn't technically there. It's just that this is like 3 layers of glass that I'm working with, technically speaking. So that one crack in specific is in the middle. So I can't do anything about that one without shattering the other lenses. But I think you get the idea. I was able to fix the majority of it.
Chrono's gonna take off his top hat so he can try those goggles on really quickly.
Okay.
And how, like, the crack you mentioned, is it, like, noticeable? Like, does it mess with it?
It wouldn't cause any problems for him. It's just like a small little like crack up in like the right corner of his eye type of deal. But it's like nothing like that would be like detrimental to him or anything.
Chrono would move the goggles so they're on his neck and says, "That's okay. That's perfect. Thank you.
Happy to help.
How much?"
Well, I'm going to be honest. I know some of the other merchants might be trying to get money right now, but frankly, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. If you're certain.
I'm not going to make you pay for that.
I do have a question, actually. So thank you.
Yeah.
Do you perhaps know where to find a cloak around here? Well, you guys have how should I put this? Lucky first impression of meeting me after the whole pirates thing. I don't think other countries would be as happy to see me.
I understand that. I should have a few in the back. I think I already gave your slime friend quite a few. I think I gave them like 5 or 6. I don't know. Let me go get some extras for you. I have some extras in the back. I shouldn't mention though. From what I know, I haven't traveled around too much. I've been to a few countries because sometimes I want to get some more luxurious materials.
Whoa, okay, that's interesting.
I make enough money. That's why I don't have to worry about making money off of you guys, unlike some of the other merchants over here. From what I know, at least, it would mainly be the Navy-owned islands that you should have to worry about. If there's no Navy, I don't think you'll need to worry too much. Unless you become, like, really wanted. Like, I'm talking, like, billions of, like, rupees worth. But I think you're fine. For now, at least. Just don't get yourself in too much trouble. And he'd head back into the back to go grab some, some cloaks for you real quick.
Kratos not 1,000% sold on that, but, I mean, he's getting a free cloak and a free goggles repair, so he's not gonna argue with them about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he'd come back with, like, 2 cloaks. Just in case if the other one rips.
This is perfect. Thank you. You've been a great help, and he extends his right hand to shake it before he leaves.
Yeah, he goes with his left and realizes you're a righty, and then goes with his right. He's a lefty. But also, he would just look to you and just go, "Oh, and in case you think that I might be doing you, differently compared to the slime, I only gave them 6 because I tried to give them 2 for each shape form that they seem to have. I did measurements, and I had to do multiple forms because they apparently they can just shapeshift their body to a degree, so..."
It's fascinating.
Yeah,
really.
there.
I've never seen anything quite like it. A sentient liquid with that much knowledge.
Yeah, there's only one race I know that's kind of like that, and even then, they're... Normally, when they gain sentience, they have a more solid form, and normally after that, they lose their ability to shift around like that. So, seeing this is... It's different. It's definitely different.
I'll make a mental note of that.
Yeah, you probably should. You're going to be doing traveling with them, after all.
Yeah.
Greengar, sorry, I didn't get to meet you or really get to know your name during the party. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, really quick. Chrono would just give a friendly wave as he exits the store while he's saying that.
He'd wave.
Boss, I have a strange request.
Oh?
I have a cloak that mends itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you had anything that could aid me in making it so it can do more than just that. Upgrading my cloak in the future, as I don't plan on getting rid of it or changing it.
You know, there's actually a little trade that I've started learning. So this is something that I've been talking with some of my friends who are also seamstresses, but, sew like I do, for a living. And we've started figuring out something. We started figuring out that there's a way to, integrate stuff into cloaks. Since you have a mending, I can actually do this. If I did this with a normal cloak, it wouldn't work. I could technically sew some amulet, slots into your cloak. I've been calling them stitch slots, basically. Essentially how it would work is that I could, later on, if you wanted to get, other cloaks kind of, built into it, or if you wanted to get resistances or something, you'd be able to swap between different forms of your cloak for different occasions, or if you just want to build in a prominent resistance to something, you could. I could do that for you.
Sure. Actually, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll
so
do that.
he would set up so it would be on the inside of the cloak,
Okay.
so no one can see it.
Yeah.
Keep it hidden as a sort of I don't want you to know that my cloak is fucking special.
Fair. Yeah. He'd start selling it into the insides, basically because he wouldn't want, because in case if you end up having a lot of amulets in there, if you were to swing around, it would have a little bit of weight on there, which could actually kind of give away that it might be a bit abnormal. And
So
since he
kind of
knows
for
that's
the
what you want,
shoulders?
what he's going to do is he would kind of sew it up basically near the neck area.
Okay.
So that way it won't be a problem. But he would sew up three spaced out slots and just go, later on, if you ever run out of space, you might be able to talk with someone that's messed around with it a bit more. I'm still kind of learning stitch slots, but that's what I know as of now. I don't know if I could add any more without it causing any problems for your cloak.
Is there any equipment I would need to add things, or do I just cut a piece off and add it there?
You shouldn't need to cut anything off. Essentially, you'll just need to head to a seams person, and next time you have upgrade you want to, have dealt with, they'll be able to hook you up.
Alright. So look for seamstress people. Understood.
Yes. We're starting to try to integrate it into our trade.
Interesting. Fair enough.
Yes.
Much appreciated. And you
Always
don't
happy to
need
help.
Payment for that.
No payment needed. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, I don't need money. I'm very well off. And your people have done more than enough for me.
Well, in case things go sour for you, feel free to call for us. East outcome.
I will. And as you say that, you see the door open. You hear a little ding. And you see that little kitsune child walk in.
Oh my god.
Just go. And you just see them go, hey, Dad? Where do I go? You're realizing very quickly, that kid was not Miko's child. Malus.
I don't even know who this kid is.
Yeah, you don't. But for Ublex, it's like a way. Ublex isn't here to see that.
Oh god, really?
Yeah, you would just go, you can go to the back. You need to fix your room up. It's pretty destroyed. But yeah.
That's a child, understood.
Yep.
It's just like, that is a child, I don't know. Moving on.
Yep. Usagi!
Oh, okay, finally I can get this damn
Yeah.
this damn bait.
Yeah, so because y'all have just been kind of walking for a bit, when he said he lived out of town, he meant it. Because he basically built his house near the shore.
Okay.
You can see, there is basically, he had, a little port that he built for himself that is destroyed.
Okay.
He had a rowboat that he used for Zaray. That is wrecked.
Yes! That means she can't use it to get away.
Yep. Yeah, they basically, the pirates went out of their way to make sure nobody could get off the island by the looks of it, because they basically punctured a hole into the rowboat, is what they did.
Excellent.
Yeah. But you can see the house is still somewhat intact. Like, compared to some of the other houses that were, like, completely destroyed, this doesn't look as bad. And it's probably because they couldn't find anything that useful. Because it's a shipping house. Like, it's just like a fisherman's house. Okay. So there's not going to be a lot of, like, fancy or valuable stuff. But he would start making his way up to, like, the shed that's beside the house, and he'd just go, "So you said you're looking for worms, right?"
Oh, yeah. Yes, try it if I can help it. They need to... You never know when you might need them.
Now, I can understand that. Including if you're going to be up on the open seas, if you need a fish, it's a good time. Or, I guess if you want to befriend a bird. Or fish. I don't know why you're trying to befriend a fish, but it's an option. He doesn't know about Taka. He doesn't know your reason.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. But Usagi's gonna, like, grin to himself.
He'd head into that shed, and he'd, like, start, like, rummaging through some of his, like, basically, like, a few different chests, and he'd eventually open one, and there's just, like, a bag of just worms. He'd just go, "Is this enough?"
How big is it? Like, is it the same size as the bag of catnip from earlier?
Well, catnip normally comes in a way bigger size. So, like, this is the best way I can equate it, right? So, a bag of catnip is like, you know, when you go to a grocery store and you buy like a small bag of like cat food, that was kind of like in that sizing. So it probably weighed like a few pounds. Whereas like this is more like if you ever go to a fisherman's store, because I actually have been in one. Normally they'll have like a small bag, like kind of like a Ziploc bag type of size of like those. So that's kind of the type of size they have. It's just like a Ziploc bag of worms. Essentially.
All right. Well, I'll buy one. How much is it, my good sir?
You know, I rarely ever have to sell these. But I'd say just 5 rupees. It's not that much. I get them all the time.
All right. Excellent. I cough up 5
Heck
rupees.
Hey, he'll take the rupees.
And now I'm gonna head back in a vain attempt to I need to fucking get that goblin before something terrible happens. But Usagi doesn't know that yet.
Yeah.
So he's gonna head back.
That's
He's
fair.
gonna start heading back.
He's making his way on back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Add that to inventory.
Now, I'm going to say this right here. From what I understand, everybody seems to have done the main things they want to do. Unless Ublex, is there any, like, are you going to try and persuade this man again? Or are you just kind of vibing with Miko now?
I actually do have one more thing, but
and Chrono has one more thing. Okay, but real quick. But we will definitely touch on you, Chrono.
Wait, I got an idea.
Oh, you also got an
idea. Until I get back.
Yeah,
it involves using malice to try and find out where the hell, try to find if the goblin disappeared, because Usagi thinks something's up with that.
Yeah, you can keep an eye out for that. Ublex.
I mean, using malice in particular to try and figure out, like, where...
You're gonna use them like a metal detector?
Yes!
Yo, what's up?
That's wild. Issa, did you want to say anything else to Miko? Did you want to try and persuade him or anything? If not, I'm just gonna kind of comment like it's just random banter at that point.
Ublex might try to...
I'm double checking with you here. So, okay, so you are gonna try to one last shot. Oh god, yep, there it is. I don't know if OBS even caught that, but I hope it did.
Even?
It probably
Ublex is gonna say...
You got
It was really nice spending my time with you today, and I hope to see you again sometime.
Hit me with that persuasion, buddy. You have a +5. You got this, man. Just don't roll a natural 6 again. Nice. Okay, so you kind of save it a bit. Like the awkwardness is thankfully gone at least. You just go. It was good. It was good getting to talk with you again. And again, if you ever stop by him, fine. I mean, feel free to. Or unless I take to the seas, but I don't know if I ever plan to. I don't know. But either way, take care. It was nice talking with you.
I would love for you to join me sometime. Bye.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And he gave you a wink and then kind of just walk off.
Ublex is... Vine boom sound effect.
Hell yeah. There you go. Someone did it.
I did it.
Oh hell yeah. I need to add some more soundboard stuff for you guys.
Yeah, I know soundboard.
we'll have to add in some. Right. So, Ublex has done his thing. Chrono, what was your idea? And as Chrono gets it done, Usagi will be able to hit his thing up, and hopefully by then, maybe Acrid can remember what he wanted to do.
Okay, I thought of 3 specific items that I want.
Okay.
So one is I want a bag basically to carry stuff with.
Okay.
And 2, I want to get a sketch pad and some stuff to draw on it with.
I was just saying
Oh no, you said it in like oh really? Like you're not gonna get it tone of voice, but no, that's just me overthinking it. Anyway. And 3, I want to see if there's a chess set available for purchase.
You could probably just head up to the main market area near the well. Like they do sell a lot of like random things over there. That's more like miscellaneous, so you'll probably be able to find stuff like that over there. Yeah, so I mean, you just came out of the clothing store. It's like, again, it's still in the center area, so I'm not even gonna be like, oh no, back to Usagi. Nah, that's pretty fast, honestly. It's like a 3. It's not even like a 3-minute walk. It's just you literally just have to walk from the building to the waterfall area, water fountain. But yeah, you can walk over there. Like out of those 2 trinket stands, you can see one where it would already have kind of a lot of that stuff. It's just a normal human. It's nothing too special. It's just like a random woman with just like ginger hair and just like kind of torn up clothing, just normal everyday clothing. Nothing too special.
A normie.
Yeah.
I would not call
damn.
that.
But yeah, she's just selling some stuff. She could easily sell you like the backpack for like a good easy. I'd say because it's like it does carry stuff. Like I'd say a good 10 rupees. The sketchbook would probably just be 5. Like it would come with like a little pin for you. So you eventually might have to buy some ink, but for now it'll be fine. And then you said the final one was a chest?
A chest set.
Yeah, you could buy like a chest set for like 25.
Okay, so altogether that's 40, and I will do that.
And just double check, you're talking about like the chest that you store stuff in, right?
No, I mean chest like.
Oh, like chest. I heard chest.
Checkmate.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, no, that still would be around the same price.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll subtract that.
I remember.
You remember? He remembers. Okay, write whatever it is. Write it down. We're gonna hit Usagi. Write it down.
Alright, sorry. I'll just say that I'm done. Like, Chrono would start heading his way back to the ship.
Okay.
All right. What you got, Usagi?
I need to find Malice.
All right. So as you start coming into the main center of town, you see Malice, who looks like he just remembered something.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
And I just want to mention this. He's immediately looking around to see if there's a like a music item store.
All right. As you begin looking around, you get intercepted by Usagi, but I will have you roll that perception in a bit. Yeah.
Can I borrow your mental abilities for a minute?
Perhaps. What do you need them
I
for?
need to. I'm looking for that one. I'm looking for that one goblin from yesterday. I suspect she was not teleported away with the rest of her comrades. If you could send out your mental feelers for a minute and see if you can detect her somewhere around here.
I can attempt. So,
Didn't
all right,
Malice see her earlier?
So okay, I'm also gonna only reach out a certain amount, but he'd try in the area they're in.
So you're in a pretty like busy area now, because now at this point, compared to before, there's going to be a lot more villagers in the town. Yeah. Because there is the fact that a lot of people at the time were being held in the mines. You will roll me a perception check, but with the amount of crowd you're dealing with here, and you're still only a level 2, you're not as experienced, and you're not used to being broken away from a hive, I will have to say you have to roll with disadvantage, but you can do that.
I will. It's also that thing of like, this is another thing I have to point out. If he's trying to check the entire town, that's a way further than a grunt Grieger would be able to normally do.
Yeah, as
So
of
he
now,
is
his
also-
is only a 60-foot radius, if I remember right, too.
Yes, so he's gonna try, and he's
Yeah.
I can attempt. There's kind of that like, you can hear that fucking uncertainty of like, that's a bit much, bud. I'll
Well-
try.
Well, he's
Fair.
asking you to try it anyway.
That's fair enough. He believes in his abilities.
He's gonna need practice.
Oh, come on!
Let me know what
I-
you're rolling on roll 20.
All right, let's roll it. So let's /R D20 plus fucking what is my perception?
Perception?
God, I'm not proficient. Fuck.
Oh.
Ruh-roh.
But
Oh,
I've
boy.
got really good wisdom for those that remember.
All right.
School.
So copy.
You'll be rolling twice, and you'll take the lower
Oh.
number. The first one was an 18, and an 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
So what happens?
So if I get, I don't know if Nitz is letting that go out further, but I'll try.
So it is a pretty good roll. You
Yay.
search through pretty well, and you're pretty thorough about it. Like, I feel like from the sound that Mollis didn't have the intent to really look too hard. But for once, like, he's not, despite the crowd, he's not struggling to search too hard on looking at her. Because there is
He
one
is
thing about
looking.
it, is that different mental wavelengths are kind of somewhat different compared to what race he's dealing with. That is something he would know.
He's
And
looking
here's-
for a goblin wavelength.
Yeah, and that's a bit different. The only thing is that even with an 18, he's not detecting anything. He, you aren't seeing any goblin, and you aren't picking up any wavelength of the goblin. So either one of the two things have happened from what you guys can probably pick up. And at this point is assume what you will. Either she's dead, or she got away.
Either she's dead, or she's not here.
Oh, disappointing. Oh well.
Indeed. He moves on with his existence. He's like, am I done? Grand. It's just, I don't know what you
Alright,
needed me
well-
to do that for.
All right. Well, no, I was wondering. Oh, never mind. Anyway,
I hate to shoot that down, but I do know the answer to the question, and
can
sadly,
guess.
that is the type of thing that you get, sadly enough.
I can
Oh, well.
guess what the answer is.
she's dead.
Damn.
Brother, she was with the pirates. Brother.
It was worth a shot. Anyway,
Yeah.
Music shop.
Music shop?
What else could he possibly be doing?
While you figure that out, he's going to hit that music shop. Monless, you can look
Excellent.
around.
Yes.
There is an area where a bard probably ran the music shop. You can check to see if it's open. They don't have any lights on, unlike some of the other stores. That's why I'm saying you'll have to check, but there is a shot.
Perception, or do I just see it?
Not perception. Just go ahead and check. Actually, I mean, no, you can just look in.
Alright, he'll look.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not hard.
Yeah,
like,
the
it's just like a
7
window.
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking nearly 7 foot entity looms through the window.
Oh, man. I mean, yeah, so you start looking into this window, and you can see that there is a human trying to fix up the shop. It's in a bit of a disarray, obviously, but he's trying his best to fix it. He's doing what he can.
Mollis is gonna, to his best, knock without breaking the door. And then
Alright.
open the door.
Yeah, you can knock on the door and you open it. Like, he had it unlocked, so you're all good on that.
I just am picturing this door like it had 3 hinges, like 2 of them are broke. Like, that's just what I'm picturing. Like, this
Yeah.
door is barely holding on.
This out of any of the stores is actually weirdly enough kind of got hit the hardest. Probably because it made the most money. Because naturally, bards have to constantly replace instruments whenever they get damaged. You have to buy string stuff. And bards travel a lot. And with this being a small island, the best way to make money at a small island like this is just by the tourists. So you can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So-
yeah, it's just like it's nothing too special. It's like a slightly more like burly human that's like in his probably like his 50s.
Fair.
So he's put on a little bit of weight, but he's got this like bushy brown beard, and he's got this like his hair, because he hadn't had any time to get it trimmed or anything or really taken care of. It's just like messy long hair that kind of goes like down to his shoulders. There's a few gray hairs in there, but you know, for a guy in his 50s, not too bad, not too shabby. But he's got a bit of a bigger build.
Yeah.
He just look to you and just go, "Oh, visitor. I wasn't expecting anyone yet. Hello."
Greetings. I was wondering if I could purchase a pan flute.
A pan flute. Let me see if I have one. I'm still kind of sorting things out here.
Do you need help?
I think I'm good. I like my things organized in a very specific way, if I'm going to be honest.
Fair.
And he just kind of started, like, kind of rummaging through it. And I will see if he can find a pan flute.
Yes.
And weirdly enough, you got really lucky with that roll. So he does have one. He would kind of pull it out. It's nothing special. It's just a normal wooden pan flute. But he does have one. He would just go, I don't sell pan flutes too much, I'm going to be honest. People normally don't buy them. It's the lyres and guitars and that sort of stuff tend to be the more common go-to. I think, if I remember correctly, I charged 45 for these, if I remember right. Nothing too crazy.
Alright. Need to hand over the 45.
Yeah, and you now have yourself a pan flute.
Yay, I have the one instrument I'm good at.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play creepy music in the dark to scare people.
Great. Oh, I should. And alright. Is everybody set?
As far as I know, yes.
Alright.
Just
Yeah,
gonna,
I'm good.
do I have to roll perception to try to find out if Nekomata showed up?
You will find out at the end of the night. As she normally, something that you would know is that you've probably done this once or twice with her. Something that you would know that whenever she says maybe to a deal, it's normally a last second. She might not. That's last second type of deal. That's just how she is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
so you guys would spend the majority of the day kind of going through the town, getting your stuff, like getting yourself ready. Ublet sees Miko off. Chrono gets his goggles fixed and gets a new crewmate. Malus is kind of just helping around the town, getting his stuff done. Benjamin kind of just mainly stuck around the town, kind of just helping with repairs. For an artificer, if there's one thing they are good at, it's repairs. So he actually does help out quite a bit over
one more
there.
thing.
Mhm.
I remember one more thing.
Yes?
Mollis would have questioned Benjamin,
Oh,
kind of more towards the start. He would have questioned if there was anything he needed to further upgrade his equipment.
I mean,
Like,
as of now,
materials.
I don't think I need anything quite just yet. If I need to upgrade anything, normally I just kind of do it myself. I like my mechanical slingshot, I'll just upgrade it when time comes.
Fair enough.
Right now, it's shooting pretty good. Hasn't broken yet. That's a good thing.
Yet. The
Yet.
fucking yet.
He says that as he's on a roof, actively.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
Alright, sounds good.
And Gilthine, I mean, she's got nothing better to do. She's kind of just logging around the majority of the heavy stuff from, like, around the town, just helping out. But at the ending of the night, everybody would start to close in. The dwarf is finally starting to get up on the deck. He's finally waking up. You would see that Usagi. Perception check. I guess everyone else that's at the ship, because I'd imagine everybody would be at the ship at this point. It's like sun setting type of deal.
Rolling, here we go.
I got a 17.
Come on,
17,
baby.
okay.
Ow!
Damn.
Bitch!
Dude,
My only hope is that she wouldn't, like... You think she'd be a little more obvious about it in this specific case.
So there is one thing that I do consider for people like this, NPCs like this, is that they tend to have a passive stealth. So even when they don't mean to stealth, unless they are actively going out their way to be like, yeah, no, I'm here. Even just walking around naturally, they learn to kind of blend in with the crowds and stuff like that. Because she's learned to be a thief. So, I don't know if... I mean, Ublex, where are you at on the ship right now during sunset? Would you be cooking or would you be hanging out with the crew?
I'd be hanging out.
So you can roll perception as well? Acrid, oh jeez.
No.
there's that perception coming into play.
Yeah, there's the Grieger with 8 eyes who can see every direction.
I'm pretty sure both Chrono and Moss will see this. I'm just double checking to see if Ublex will see this. You know the normal. Reed will... Yusagi
spamming this one emote.
Yeah. Yusagi definitely would not get to see this, sadly, but, I mean, he'll probably find out through people.
I didn't mean to plus 12.
What'd you do?
Oh,
what is your normal plus? And we'll just go from there. Oh, it's a plus 1. Well, okay, either way, you would have... Let me see. I think either way, you would not have been able to either way, so you're good.
Not a plus 12. I even rolled
What about
low with
Malice?
a plus 12. That's so fun.
Malice can see her and sees her pretty easily. Chrono, you barely notice her. You would see that she's already kind of perched up on the like crow's nest, basically. Just kind of hanging out.
I don't think Chrono would give a shit, like, for the first time, he seems genuinely relaxed, like with this new history book he's reading on the deck.
That's fair. So unless Malice is gonna have a fucking fit, yeah, you see that Tabaxi, she's there. Nakomama is just hanging out.
He remembers when he's seen her.
Fair.
Because he's like, who the fuck are you?
Is anybody gonna tell Usagi about this?
About to find out.
Boss, do you think about telling anybody?
I'll roll for Benjamin. He is here in Gulthine, I guess. That would only be fair, I guess.
Wait, isn't... I just thought about this. This would be funny. Benjamin, who's usually on the crow's nest, looks around. Yep, nobody's here. Her standing next to him.
You know what? Here's the real question. So, here's the thing. I'll roll for one of the NPCs. Since Usagi, this is more related to you. Do you want Benjamin or Gulthine to be looking around?
Gulthine seems to have better. Would probably be. She seems more aware of things.
All right.
Please.
And she does notice.
Wait, she doesn't or does?
She does.
Yes.
She got a similar like roll to Chrono, so she'll notice her a bit after Malice.
Good.
So Malice will have the first reaction.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Oh god. Oh Christ. Malice doesn't know who she is. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes, the Grieger does not know who the fuck this person is who's on the
Oh
boat.
no. Oh, this is painful to watch.
Alright, so yes, so I rolled history.
Mm-hmm.
I have a +1.
Okay.
So I rolled a natural 18 +1, so I got a
Damn,
dirty 19.
son!
All right. Yeah, no, you remember seeing her just sitting at the table talking to Usagi.
Okay.
Usagi, your random ladies here. Deal with it.
I get up and be like, I hear that and just like bolts off the ship.
You can.
Just jump over the side.
having none of this shit.
Jump over the side. Should I roll acrobatics? You know, attempt to land on my feet.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, you will need to roll acrobatics. But where are you jumping from specifically? Were you up more near like the helm, and like dropping down to the main deck spot?
I was on like the ship facing the other way. Or wait, is she on the ship already?
She's on the ship. She's on the crow's nest. She already made her way.
Looking straight up.
Yeah.
He was looking straight up at her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm at the helm and I'm just gonna like attempt to land dramatically.
All right.
Oh, boy. I heard
athletics.
Come on,
I
man.
heard traumatically.
Or would acrobatics make more sense?
Acrobatics.
Oh thank God
heard
that rolls.
land
Thank God that roll is higher.
traumatically.
Yeah.
You bitch!
Oh, damn. Okay, you know what? It's not a nat 1, because that would have been a face plant. So he rolled a 9 plus 6, aka a 15 for the viewers. So that's decent enough. I'd say that you can, vault over it. It just won't look like, it won't look anything crazy. You didn't do some backflip or some crazy, vault. It's just like a simple, you hopped over it.
Oh, good. Oh, good. You've arrived.
Mm-hmm. Sadly, there was no ships. But I'm here.
Wait, wasn't there another ship?
No, the other ships that were at the port that you guys had found were destroyed.
Are all fucked up.
They can't be used.
I don't know if I remember someone else, but I'm just remembering.
There's also Zorai who talked to last session that might be what you remember, but she mentioned possibly trying to hook you guys up with the fishing boat so you guys could have a proper boat, but that ended up being destroyed.
Got it. I did not. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That might be what you're thinking about.
Yeah, no, my brain was like, wait, I remember something. This is a vague thing that I'm remembering, but God, if we just missed something.
Yeah, sadly enough, it was just destroyed. You're not missing anything, don't worry.
Neat.
Oh, good.
So, that lady's there.
Yeah, she's here now. Overall, she's a pretty quiet person, so she probably won't talk to anyone unless you talk to her type of thing, but she is here.
Neat.
Golthai would look over to Usagi and just go, is she with us, or...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Understood. So, I shouldn't throw my spear. She actively had one in her hands.
Please don't do that.
Ah, yes, the worst person to ask. The fucking barbarian.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I swear that would be a bad idea.
Understood. I assumed that she was a part of the pirates and she just didn't get blinked away.
I almost thought that.
Great minds think alike.
The fucking Grieger.
Usagi's just face palming at that. Turns to her. Like, you get used to this.
I'm expecting to. Or hopefully I don't Hopefully I don't. Because I don't plan to be here for too long, hopefully. I'd like to be able to just sail away at some point and not have to... Not in the wrong way, but I prefer to be solo.
Usagi shrugs.
Oh man. But if that is all, we will end this day.
Oh.
In his head, he's thinking, yes.
Mr. Whiskers on the ship now?
I just realized Miles could probably detect that.
He definitely
yes.
can.
Yes, I can, because I passively kind of watch my party members.
Is he gonna react to this?
Also, we'll get to the sorcerers in a second.
Okay, good.
So the majority of the night will go by, and eventually, anyone who... Okay, so who sleeps up deck? Right now it's just being Chrono, from what I understand, that sleeps up top. Golthine has to, because the beds they're not the right size for her. She literally cannot.
I did have one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Something for Mollis. Mollis is going to start training a lot more his psychic abilities.
Okay.
Just essentially trying to focus the psychic energy a lot more. His mental abilities.
So basically just kind of hone his mind in a degree.
Yeah, he's like, alright, I don't have the hive to essentially act as a...
Natural testing.
A natural, booster for all the psychic strength. So he's just kind of like, well, I guess I need to do it myself. So here we go.
Yep.
Time to get stronger mentally, then...
Yeah, for those who don't know, Griegers tend to live in hives that have hundreds of them, and normally are all connected to one hive mind and follow under one chieftain. So for him, it's a weird thing of, technically speaking, since he was just a Grieger grunt, it really would just be the most of, a lot of his stuff is just kind of weakened, because the way he normally would fight, has been basically destroyed to a degree.
Yes. So time to do the one thing I've seen work against surface people.
Yep.
Psychic.
Yeah. So yeah, you can just like throw out like sunset because you do have to sleep. Like that is a thing. But like you can, brother, you want fatigue? But yeah, you can just train throughout the sunset. Basically, just like trying to like reach out further with your mind, basically. So like you'd be at the port, you can just like try to reach out to people in town. Like it's not working because you don't have that strength yet. But the harder you try, you know, eventually you'll be able to actually get to those type of lengths and stuff like that.
Yeah, which it will be fucking grand when eventually I can reach more like over 100 feet, and I'm like, I fucking see you. Like just a random person who's trying to run away.
Yeah. But yeah, you can train over time. Chrono, I think is the only one that actually would be out besides Goldline. So the two of you can roll perception. It is like middle of night, basically.
Alright.
Oh,
that's a dirty 20.
All right. And Goldline, you did not. Okay. So only you're gonna realize this one. You hear very light footsteps.
Oh, fucking goddamn.
As you hear Mr. Whiskers boarding the ship.
Oh.
Oh, hey,
okay,
you
good.
made it.
Oh, gosh, where's
Yep,
this stuff?
I made it. I got everything. I got my I got my stuff. I have my little chef so I can beat the shit out of people with. And yeah, I mean I'm basically ready to go. I did have to deposit the bombs back to where I stored them. I don't know if that would have been a good idea to brought those.
That might have been for the best. But,
yeah, I took that from the blacksmith. She would have been pretty mad.
But thank you. I really can't promise you that much as of now, but I think how should I put this? Ever since I started sailing, I never realized how wonderful it was, and when I met you, I thought, you know, maybe you might enjoy it too.
Never know. I guess you'll only be one way to find out. So I'm looking forward to it.
Chrono nods. So, I usually just sleep up here. Actually, I think I might have forgot to tell you you were coming. I should probably go let someone know.
Oh yeah, you should probably do that. I'm gonna go make myself a home. And he just immediately starts looking through the rooms.
So who would be awake at this hour?
Who would be
Probably
awake?
me.
What time is it?
It is middle of the night.
Define middle of the night.
is awake.
Ooblax.
Define middle of the night.
I think Usagi would probably be asleep. The only thing I will note is like he just left his door open a little bit.
Also, I mean, like, on the dot, middle of the night. Also, that's fair.
Chrono would probably check on Usagi because he sees the creak in the door and thinks, oh, maybe he's still awake. And he tries to, like, gently push it open, but, like, it basically the momentum from the way he opened the door kind of slips out of Chrono's hand. So it makes an incredibly loud creaking sound as it slowly opens.
I'm serious. There's nobody else in his room, right?
So, like, technically speaking, right? You want me to give you the front answer here? Because this is how this area is built. You're in, like, one of the smallest type of Navy ships out there.
Yeah.
I cannot think of, on the top of my head, of what these ones are called. They're called, like,
Schooners?
Stoners, yes. So basically, there's not a lot of space in these areas to have a lot of rooms. So essentially, there's 2 bedrooms. You guys have left one just in case if you have any women that join the crew. But as of now, you guys are kind of sharing 50-50 because there's just guys here. So each bed's kind of like a hammock that kind of just hangs off of like the support beams, basically. So there would be like 3 people in this room. I'd say it would probably be some of the more main people here. So because Chrono sleeps outside, I say that Mollis, Usagi, and Ooblex are probably the people that sleep in this area.
Okay.
So,
So, does Chrono wake Usagi up?
Mollis would have barely started to fall asleep because when it's about midnight is when he starts to go to sleep.
Fair.
So he's like barely asleep.
No, he's like
that creak with a 17. He might be awake.
No.
Okay.
Okay. No. Chrono's reaction, Usagi's reaction is going to be, oh, darling, you don't have to be so.
Oh, you were asleep. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry, Usagi. I saw that you left a little opening in the door, and I don't know. I thought maybe you were a night owl or something. Wait, no, you're a rabbit. Night person or something?
You leave.
Just wanted. Sorry. Look. Just wanted to let someone know I might have recruited a sentient cat on our team. So if you see them in the morning, please don't kill them. Okay, good night. And he like quickly leaves before he waits for his response.
You just hear a mental.
Usagi's just very.
Fucking what?
You. He turns to Mollis. Whatever you glimpsed in my mind, keep it to yourself, please.
I've closed off my mind from you. I don't want to deal with that.
Good. We understand each other.
I want to mention if there's one bad thing with that. If something happens to you and Mollis is the only one that can detect it, he's not going to.
That is true.
He's warning you now. I don't have access to your mind unless I'm actively speaking to you.
Why? Because you're worried that. Oh, no.
I don't think he wants to know what dirty thoughts goes on in Usagi's head, man.
Yeah. Right now, no.
The best One Piece equivalency of this is essentially like reading Sanji's mind, and that's not a pretty sight.
Oh, good lord.
I refuse to deal with that.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, no. Chrono just hears, like, as he walks away, you fucking what? And the most, like, in confusion and not really annoyed, just like, huh? What you mean a cat?
Chrono is going to think back and just says, yeah, I did. Anyways, good night.
Got it. It's just the most he gives him a got it. Like, it just accepts this. He's like, I will deal with this in the morning. I don't care.
That's fair.
Usagi's gonna attempt to go back to sleep.
That's fair. Yeah, you guys would start to head to sleep. And Chrono, you're heading to sleep, right?
Yep.
So, I'm gonna pull you aside for a bit, into the DMs.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
I'm
Right.
scared. The music's gone.
It's about to
enough
kick
video
in.
games to know that this is gonna be bad.
So I'm going to go ahead and share this real quick so you can hear the music. So you go to bed and you relive that very night. You remember it almost crystal clear. There's a few details that are fuzzy. But when you go to bed, you begin to remember Samantha. You begin to remember the incident, how it all went down. You remember going on this journey with a good dear friend of yours in the search of time fruit because you thought it would be a fun little adventure. You were bored. You just wanted to go have some fun. You told your parents that you'd be back soon. You told your mentor that you've been training under for the past 5 years that I'll be back. I'll talk with your daughter. I'm just going with your daughter to go do some fun stuff, and then we'll be back. You guys,
Chrono's an orphan. Wait.
Yeah, no, there's a thing for that later. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Sorry. Please go on.
You remember leaving that town, the village in Whiteside, to start looking around because you figured that there's the shot of time fruit or any god fruit being here was little to none. But hey, it's a fun adventure, right? You remember the conversation that you had with Samantha just good, jolly banter. The two of you joking together, side by side, having laughs. And you were near the shore at one point. As you started to leave out of the forest, you could start seeing the shore, the sand and the ocean. And coming out of the forest, not fully out of it yet, there is a log. Looks like someone had chopped it down at some point, or maybe it struck over. It's not a clean hit, so most likely lightning or something more on the natural side of nature took its course and cut this tree down. And lying on the log was the apple. It was the fruit. The time fruit.
Oh.
And the two of you remember you and Samantha getting so excited. You remember rushing over to them out of pure joy and glee. You were so excited. And you remember what happened after. You remember seeing and hearing pirates rushing up towards you. You heard flintlocks being fired as you tried to run away with this fruit. And you saw a bullet graze Samantha's cheek. And something inside you snapped. Out of whether if it was anger or fear or desperation, or out of the pure want to survive, you bit into that fruit that very moment. Unable to control the magic and not knowing how to control it, with no training, you let out a surge of time magic, freezing everyone and everything around you permanently. You remember standing there, confused. There was a bullet that was going to hit you in the back of the head. And you're just staring at this bullet. And you look over at the pirates and you'd let out a little chuckle. You smile and then you look over at Samantha and you realize she's stuck too. And you try for hours trying to fix this problem. But you can't. You can't. So you rush to your home in tears because you wanted to fix the problem. You didn't want it to end this way. And so you run to your town. You rush past the guards. They're concerned because you look in pure terror. They can tell it on your face. So they start coming after you too. They're trying to get answers, but you just ignore them. You make it to your door, to your home, and you open the door and your mentor's talking with your mom and pops. And the guards catch up with you. You're explaining the whole situation to everyone. And they pull you aside, taking you to the jail office, saying that they need to sort things out and they'll fix it, is what they said. We'll figure it out. You're just a teen. You don't know. It's okay. We'll figure it out. It's okay. The next day, you find out that your mom and dad has been killed.
Oh.
You don't know by who. And you relive those moments in this dream over and over and over. When you wake up in the morning, you will wake up with sweat. You will wake up crying. And I'm going to have you roll a con save.
Got That's a fucking 3.
So you will gain a level of fatigue because you did not get enough sleep.
That
You
makes
could
sense.
not get sleep. It was restless. We are going to head back now. And let's go back. Teehee. We're dragging him back. Yo.
What did you
That
do?
shot is great. It's great times, guys. We're all happy people here.
What the fuck did you do?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay,
well- Well, since Usagi has been so rudely awoken, he's gonna attempt to. He's gonna attempt to find out where. He's gonna attempt to find out where his erstwhile guest went himself.
The guest.
You know who. He has nothing better because he has nothing better to do with his time right now.
Ah, yes. Alright, so you can look around.
What do I roll? More importantly, I'm gonna turn invisible while I'm doing. Wait, actually, it only lasts a minute. What? What do I roll for this?
Just roll perception.
Oh my god, I need to buff my perception rolls immediately because I keep fucking them up.
You've gotten really unlucky with your rolls.
Cock smoker, are you kidding me?
No
Oh
way!
my god. Yeah, okay.
And that's a great new swear. Anyway.
That's a one of a kind. For those who don't know, he rolled a bad again.
11.
Dude,
I'm using D&D Beyond next time.
yeah, maybe you need to do that. If you have physical dice, try physical dice, man. Who knows? But he rolled an 11. So with an 11, luckily for you, she isn't stealthing this time.
Oh wow, really?
You are lucky for once. Yes, because she is actively talking.
To who?
She is talking to the awakened cat.
Can I just turn invisible and attempt to listen to this?
Yeah, sure. She'll just roll a perception check while you roll a stealth check. And she'll have disadvantage because
alright.
you're going in stealth.
Wait, who gets a disadvantage? Me?
She will. Because you will be invisible. You'll be cloaked.
Okay.
Let me see. What
roll
her
stealth,
plus is
please.
that? Do.
That is an 18.
Okay, yeah, you will succeed in stealthing. Yeah, so
I don't know if this will be productive at all, but who cares?
yeah, so you can see that the main thing they're talking about is she's kind of getting to know who this cat is. Just kind of like exchanging names, and eventually, like for a good bit, it's mainly banter. But there is a small portion where she kind of pull out that pocket watch she stole from the town at one point,
Ew.
and just go, well, you see, I got this little thing from there, and Mr. Whiskers would just kind of look back over and just go, I know that. I stole that a few times. I don't know if you want to take that. I'm just saying. I don't know if that's a smart idea. Is there a reason for that? Well, normally the mayor kinda, got mad whenever I take it, and, well, you know what happens when the mayor gets mad, the guards get mad, and when the guards get mad, then you have, it's the whole thing. She'll just go, well, I don't think that'll be a problem. From what I understand, the mayor's dead. And you see this cat's mouth drop, and his eyes sadden, and his tail hit the floor. And he just goes, what?
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go sleep. Yeah. And you just see him slowly make his ways down the stairs.
Oh good lord.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that's gonna be going out to the main deck where Chrono is this morning by any chance?
When the morning hits, because that was like last second night. That's anything else that's gonna be useful during the night. But
Okay, I got you.
yeah, I mean, besides that last little bit of the night, is anybody gonna head towards the morning? Benjamin normally just kind of sticks around in the kitchen area in the mornings because of Ublex. He's very entertained watching the giant slime widen around the kitchen half of the time. I'm gonna be honest.
Wallace is heading out.
Oh, I got some interesting info, so I think I'm just gonna head back to bed before she catches me.
All right. Yeah, you can head to bed. We're talking morning time now. Would you head up into the morning? Mollis would? Okay, we know Mollis would. Galthine literally... Listen, she is not going inside of that ship unless she has to go get something. So she's been sleeping outside, like Chrono. So she's out there. So Mollis and Chrono are out there. Mollis, Chrono, and Mollis, Chrono, and Galthine. I don't know if Yusagi would wait in the kitchen to just get food, or if he would actually go out to the upper deck, but...
I'm just gonna go out to the upper deck.
Alright. Ulex, are you for some reason not cooking this time in the morning? Oh god, we killed Issa. Yeah, she's cooking. What? What are you eating? What are you eating?
Chips.
Okay, what type? You can't hide it from me. Come on now. Speed it up.
They're the kettle Takis.
Those are good. Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. You keep eating. Yeah, I got you, Chief. I got you. Alright. Yeah, so Chrono, go at it. What you got?
So Atlas is gonna notice Chrono seems a bit different this morning. So when he heads out onto the main deck, you kind of just notice Chrono just kind of has his legs up to his chest, and he's breathing really heavily, like he just woke up or just seems a bit freaked out. And if you take a closer look at his eyes, they're bloodshot.
Whoa.
Medicine check.
Yeah, you can do a medicine check if you want.
And also, Mollis is kind of just crouching down in front of him, like, Bud.
Okay,
Hello?
Chrono
Good?
suddenly snaps out of it, wipes his eyes, and gets up and says, Malice, good morning. Can I help you with something?
A nat 20 medicine.
Don't forget to roll 20 when you can, by the way. But I'll take that.
I know, I rolled it and I saw a nat 20 and I was like, well,
yeah, we're not gonna
cancel
waste it.
this.
It's a nat 20.
Do you mind if I describe it?
Yeah, go for it. Go and describe.
Okay, so if you got a nat 20, it's pretty obvious to you that it looks like Chrono has barely slept. And something seems to have affected him very deeply last night.
What happened, bud? It's the most, he's sitting there, and he's like, how? This is new for me. This is new. How deal? Are you okay? What wrong? The Grieger is not the person to be dealing with this right now. Why is the Grieger the one that gets to deal with things? He's just sitting there like, what happened?
Nothing. Why do you ask?
Chrono.
Yeah?
I'm not blind. You haven't slept.
He has 4 eyes.
I have 8 eyes, motherfucker. I can see you.
I know. Sorry.
I have 4 that can
his
actively
extra,
see
his
you.
his extra eyes help him see bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see all the bullshit.
Sorry, I cut into the roleplay.
world.
I'm so sorry.
That's alright.
I have 8 eyes to see into this fucking bullshit world. Now explain your ass.
Chrono seems a little bit taken aback by for the most part, what he can tell is genuine concern for his well-being.
Yes, it is. It's a weird thing coming from Mollis, but he is concerned.
He'll reply back with his breath is kind of shaky and saying, I just had a bad dream. That's all. Just, memories I'm not too fond of. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough. Well, if you need to talk about it or just think about it to me and you don't feel comfortable speaking it out loud, I can see your thoughts without you needing to say it out loud, obviously. But
okay.
You helped me, so I'll help you. Getting picked up isn't something Griegers are used to. So, I owe you something, so.
Okay, I might take you up on that offer eventually.
Fair enough. So long as you're not about to drop over dead, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be happening to me anytime soon, unfortunately.
That makes two of us.
All I did was move my arm.
Do you care to say something, Nitsify?
All I did was move my arm and I felt the biggest pop.
We just hear one of the gods fucking screams as a thunderclap as someone just
Incredible.
God.
Anyways, after that, Chrono shrinks down and he takes out that book he got from Mr. Whiskers, the Tyrant of the Sky Islands, and continues reading it since books help him relax.
Right now, from what you've kind of gotten down into reading of it, is that from what you've read so far, because you haven't delved too super far into the book, it's a good like 250 pages. But right now, you know that from what you've read is that Rosanna was a kingdom that used to be completely filled with just like Azamars, Aarakocras, and more like avian type of races. So like Schlagirians, which are bat people, moth folk, aka Diamondback, things like that. The more like avian type of people that can fly. It's because, let's be honest, if you're on a sky island and you fall, I hate to break it to you, man, you're probably dead.
That makes sense.
The only like non-flying races that are up there are forest golems, because they are made completely out of rock, so if they fall, there's still a good shot they'll live. And they tend to tend to the nature side of the islands. And humans, because humans are fucking everywhere. They're like literal like termites. But right now it's like the book's mainly just kind of describing like what it used to be before things happened. So just mentioning how it was like, it was a kingdom that never went to war. It was a very pacifist kingdom. And it's also one of the oldest kingdoms known to history, as of now. That hasn't fallen. It's been like, it's one of the like longest standing. There's only two other like ones that kind of match with how long it stood since, but it's like one of the three olds, if that makes sense.
Got it.
That's what you can kind of learn so far, at least by reading. While you're reading that, and while everybody's getting their breakfast, by the way, Ublax, roll me a performance check for how you cook.
I go check post.
Check post? What do you mean?
Check the sail post where we're going.
Oh yeah, so while they roll their performance, while they start cooking, Mollis, you check your north post, and you realize that you're going, the next island, next destination is Solus.
How far away is that?
So that is a week away.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. Mollis, if you want to, you can roll a history check to see what you know about Solus. You have been, like, you are from the water, so there's a shot you know something about this island, but it's not too high. Because it's not in the red waters, where you're from.
Yes. Which is, okay, so now, I gotta roll d20. 20. That's a 1, because my history. Alright, it's based off intelligence, and I got +1.
Me.
Trying.
You got this, man. Nat 20!
What?
Oh my god! So while
Nat 20s in a row. What the heck?
So while Ublex makes a slightly better than mediocre breakfast, because it was only a 16, it wasn't a 19 or a 20, it's still a good breakfast though. It's a damn good breakfast with some hash browns and eggs or whatever you make. Chrono, you remember your hive at one point talking with a different hive about raiding this place.
Chrono.
No, I'm sorry, Mala, sorry. Chrono, suddenly you start shifting into an Anglerian. Don't ask about it.
Sorry, audience. We're just gonna do the biggest fucking retcon you've ever seen really quick.
You wanna know a real
you
plot
don't
twist? He's actually a part of a hive mind as well. No. So Mollis, you remember like talking with another Grieger hive at one point that actually talked about attacking this place possibly. Because they were running really thin on resources, and the Anglerians were actually pushing them back. So they were looking at possibly just attacking the surface, because they feared the surface would be easy pickings. Yeah.
Oh no.
For all you know, that might be one of the reasons that may have led to what's happened to your people now. But at that point, it's like, well, there's a lot of things that kind of come into play. Did it actually play a part, or was it just, But what you do know about this place is that it is known to be a winter island, so make sure that you have more than enough clothing. It is constantly snowing there from what you've gathered intel on, and there is Navy there, but it is a very small base. So there is a Navy presence, it just won't be that massive, so as long as you lie low, you should be fine. But it has like a decent amount of resources, stuff like that, and places to check out. They also tend to do executions there, so people that have become wanted and have been captured tend to be put up for execution there, because the captains there have been known to be pretty ruthless, and normally, very rarely, are ever willing to be like, yeah, no, I'll put this guy in jail. A lot of them tend to be aggressive.
So
yeah.
Here's what happens. Everyone on the boat feels a surge of knowledge as Wallace transfers all of that to everyone else.
Fair enough.
Oh.
This is where, and it's pretense by this is where we're going.
Yep. Oh man, so now you guys all know about that. Lovely.
Yeah.
Ulex, you cook great. What are you cooking?
Yay!
Yeah?
What am I cooking?
What are you cooking for breakfast? I heard a, yeah, that's not a food, buddy.
Oh, I made French toast.
French toast, okay, hell yeah, you can kick some French toast up. For sure. Yeah, you can do that, no problem. With a 16, yeah, it comes out pretty good. There's no burns, you get it at just the right temperature. It's not to the maximum perfection that you feel like you could have gotten it at, where it would have caused inspiration, but it's still pretty fucking good. So, yeah. Usagi, you said you sound like you were gonna say something, but Moss was already talking. What was that thing you were about to go at?
I was going to try and I was going to try and find Nekomata on this ship.
Nakamata's eating French toast.
Good. Well, I'm gonna be eating too.
Hell yeah.
French
toast.
French toast. Because that's what Ublex cooks.
I just had a funny thought.
Oh,
I like
okay.
to think when I'm sorry, really quick. I like to think when Chrono goes down, he kind of grabs the French toast to take with him, and as he heads back, he right as he's about to take the first bite, he just stops when he sees Nekomaru. I think is how you pronounce it.
Nekomata.
And it's he realizes he has no clue who the hell this lady is.
she definitely looks
right.
up at you, like a quick glance type of look.
Chrono just says, sup?
Pardon?
Are you okay, I'm getting goofy voice. Are you a friend of Usagi's by any chance?
Yeah, well, it's complicated.
Chrono has a mini flashback to all the times Usagi has talked about woman, and he just says, fair enough. And he takes a bite and just kind of leaves.
Fair.
Doesn't even introduce himself or anything.
I'm never gonna find out what her fake name is, am I?
No. Unless you do.
No.
Who knows? No.
I don't want to ask her that. I don't want to. I literally cannot ask her that in public because doing that would give the game away.
Yeah.
So I have to wait until I get it from somebody else indirectly.
Yep.
That plan was not well thought out.
No, because you expected someone like Mollis or Chrono to ask, "What's your name?"
Oobleck.
And no, none of. Well, Oobleck might ask.
You never know.
The two people with 8 charisma aren't gonna ask.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you can sit down and you chat with her and kind of just eat down at your breakfast.
Yep.
You will also you will also hear, a little bit after eating, you would hear Phalor kind of yelling out as he would just go, "Hey, I have some important news you might want to know," and he's kind of waving some papers in his hand.
Mollis is rapidly approaching
I'm
him.
gonna get up.
Chrono is right behind.
I'm gonna get up and look.
So,
Also, how the heck do you spell Phalor's name?
actually, if you scroll to his NPC picture, it actually has his name written down. It's Faelar. Because it's an Underdark name, it can technically be pronounced 2 ways, which is Phalar and Faller. Basically, people on the surface say Phalar, people on the underground would say Faller. So, he goes by either or.
Okay.
But you just go, we got the news, newspapers in today, and, there's some new wanted posters. You might want to look at them.
Okay, Chrono looks extremely distraught.
Yeah.
Mollis is curious.
Oh, good.
So,
Is mine there? Please tell me mine's there.
all 4 of y'all have a bounty, and the first you would see is Chrono DJ at 95,000 rupees.
Okay,
I thought you said Jenkins for a second.
Oh my god, you actually have the poster!
Yep, I have the posters.
Oh, that's sick as hell, actually. Okay, Chrono just kind of stares at the poster. He kind of just shrinks down to his knees and just goes, "Oh no, already."
First wanted posted, and you're already up to 95,000.
Yeah.
Technically, it's my
Impressive.
second, but
It went up. It went up.
I was hoping that it would be a little bit
Impressive.
longer before they start sending weirdos after me. Great.
It shows a picture for the viewers who can't see it on OBS because some people are just listeners. It's a picture it's a drawing of Chrono just yelling angrily.
So, where's mine?
The next one is Usagi that he would pull out.
Yes.
And I'm going to be sending this. I'm also shrinking it down to OBS so people can see it as well. I should have had this bit pre-prepped. I didn't think about it. My apologies to the viewers. At 45,000 rupees. As he hasn't accumulated as many bad things, but it's him actively. The picture is him actively gripping for dear life onto Usagi's robe. No, Mollis's robe.
Oh my. That's not particularly flattering.
Yeah.
Chrono just looks up and says, "Want to trade money amounts?"
Oh, I certainly would. But unfortunately, that's not how that works.
I know! And he just kind of ruffles his hair out of
I just
frustration.
realized I would have seen wanted posters for Nekomata at some point, right?
Oh,
How much is
yes.
she worth?
As of now, you knew at the time she was like worth a similar amount to what you were before all the stuff went down, which was 20,000. Because y'all were considered more as just petty thieves. Now you're actually like, oh shit. Because they kind of see your group as like a complete total. As like, oh yeah, no, you guys are all one big problem. And let's put it like this, right? With, like, going down with this, Chrono alone had already committed a huge incident 300 years ago. He broke out of prison and caused problems by wrecking the town in the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
and taking shots at Navy people. Usagi, you had already been known for 20,000 for random thievery, and then there was another extra 10,000 for, stealing a North Pose from the Navy, and then the rest just comes from all the other bullshit you've done so far. Which brings up Mollis, who I've already shown his poster on OBS and I've already put it away, but the others will now get to see it. It is an angry picture of Mollis yelling, as it is 45,500, slightly above Usagi.
That's incredible.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
As his charges, and I quote, is killing a Navy soldier, assault on a Navy captain, breaking out of solitary prison, and assault on another Navy detective. And then stealing a Navy vessel with 3 other people. Oh, and technically speaking, everyone assisted on the escape of Chrono and Mollis, so that also kind of adds into Usagi and Ublex. Which finally... What do you mean, nuh-uh?
They don't know me.
So, lastly...
I'm a week old.
Ah, bruh.
I'm a baby.
Yeah, you're a little baby, you are. Lastly is Ublex, who has been named as Anomaly, because they don't know what you are. Dead or alive? Question mark. 50 rupees. It is a picture of him sticking out of the trash can with a banana on his head because he was shooting at someone.
God.
Okay, this is disrespectful. I'm only 50. What the fuck? I was a crucial part. Why is there a banana on me?
Incredible. But hey, this means. Wait a minute. No, this is great. This means. Wait a minute. Now I'm worth more than Nekomata is. Hell yeah.
Yeah. For
Well,
now you are.
I find like the
At this
only
point,
normal pose.
Usagi's just gonna be grinning smugly at this.
Oh,
So funny.
How interesting. Now I'm worth more.
Chrono is just like face first on the floor, and he's
I really
screaming.
hope Nekomata's not gonna hear that.
I
Chrono
love
just
this.
screams to the heavens.
was
My life
was-
is basically over again. Damn it!
Was Nekomata here to hear me like subtly gloating?
Not
Wait,
yet.
if I
She's
change
still waiting.
forms, they don't even know. They don't even know I'm wanted. And
Yeah, I
who's
mean,
even going after me for 50 fucking rupees? Who's even going after me? Let's be real.
I mean,
who's even?
I want to
No
mention
one
one
gives a
thing.
shit.
There is one thing that I didn't have written down on the poster, but this is something that's in like very, very tiny print.
Oh no.
And I quote, "Pirate pet?" Question mark.
I am not a pet. I am a.
As you
Not a
wanna-
pet.
You have one charge. You shot at a singular Navy soldier, which threw him into other people. It was the most like, it assaulted him. Is it sentient? I don't know. What is that?
Let's keep it that way.
I love the like. 50
No, I'm Tony.
rupees. You
kinda
might
like
get
Tony,
it if
Tony.
you turn it in.
You may, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that is all the wanted. You don't see anything for Benjamin yet. There might be later on. But that is what you see so far. So yeah. Failure just kind of go. I should level with you here. You probably should get going. If those bounties are out, people are going to start coming over to here. They're going to start coming near Whiteside. If you're near Whiteside, you're in trouble.
Chrono suddenly gets up from being face first on the floor and says, "Leaving? Yes! Avoid people! That sounds great! We should do that!"
We'll get going.
Fair, yeah. Alright. Yeah, but yeah, y'all can start setting sail. Everybody will wave you off. Valor, Zure, Miko, DNS, everyone else, they'll all wave you off. As you guys will
Excellent.
begin to set
They
sail.
get a farewell.
You get a farewell.
Oh.
Yeah. And you see that Ublex, as you guys are sailing away, you see that kid is standing beside a different adult and holding his hand
Oh no.
as they're waving you away.
Wait a minute.
And that's when you realize, with your -1 intel, I think, I don't remember your modifiers, that's when you realize, oh, that wasn't his kid.
Jesus died. Isa has walked away.
I think I killed her. I think I killed her again.
Yeah, I'm dead.
She's dead. Oh man, I'm gonna start saying Isa before I say Ublex now.
Isa
Did you
is
hear?
dead.
Did
Peter
you,
Griffin.
did you hear what I said before, just to make sure?
No.
Ah, I fucking knew it. Okay. As you guys were
need to
beginning to
stop
sail
walking
away.
away.
You should like just text in chat or something. You gotta go do something real fast, so I know ahead of time, so I don't call you out. Yeah, no, as you guys were sailing away, you saw that the kid that was with Miko, which everybody's waving you off, the kid's holding a different adult's hand as they're waving you off. As you realize, with your little bit of intel, wait, that maybe wasn't his child.
Oh.
Oh, he's single!
Oh no.
Yep. And you guys
Damn,
sail away.
I thought he had a kid.
You just had to dig a little.
And I'm so glad I never asked. I hope you and the kid would do well. Oh my god. Nice.
Lord.
But that.
Oh wait, oh sorry,
No, go for it.
I was about to say something and then I decided half second. You know what? Let me clear my throat first. There we go. Alright, that made sense. Anyways. Chrono stares at his wanted poster again, looking like he just kind of wants to cry again, looking at it. And he just says, well, at least they had the nerve to use my full name and not whatever that nickname they gave me for my first one. Whatever that means.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. And
Blix has no idea what this means.
you don't need to know, buddy. It's all okay. I don't think anyone's coming after you anytime soon.
The rest of us, though.
Oh yeah. And that is where we will be ending off today's session. As you guys are going to be embarking away from Hempine and off to Solus.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I have a week of. Alright, I got a week. I'm gonna make the fucking most of it.
Hell yeah, man. You have a week to do whatever you want on this boat. And basically have traveled before you get to the next destination. And
Awesome.
I want to thank everybody here for watching and for the players for existing and being here. Yeah.
Not walking away.
You're everybody, you can say bye unless you don't want to, unless you really just want to screw
Fare
over
thee
the
Bye.
audience.
well.
Adios, amigos. Adios, amigos.
Bing bong.
Adios, amigos.
Bing bong.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.